Do not worry.
Why, hello everyone. That's right, Dzymes. The Do Not Worry radar has gone off. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you from the heart of Lebanon in the 09. What up, everyone? We are being invaded by the Israelis. What up, what up? It's fun live streaming under such conditions. I'm coming to you guys alone. Demi might be joining us throughout the at the tail end of the stream. She's coming over a little bit later. I wasn't supposed to be streaming. I wasn't gonna stream today. I was thinking of maybe not streaming, but then Chris was supposed to come over, friend of the show, our very own moderator. Chris was supposed to come over and help us out with some stuff. We had a little mix-up in the schedule, so now Chris is hanging out at home and I'm live streaming. Chris, hello. Shout out to Chris, folks. He's gonna be eating spicy noodles with me on Monday as part of the fundraiser. Welcome, welcome. Your conlang? What's that? Wait, Zymes? Is it Dzymes? Does that just mean Dzymes or Zymes? I don't even know what conlang means, I'll be honest with you. Shanna says, new day, Israel still doing an invasion. Exactly. Like, is there a day where Israel is not invading someone or killing someone? It's either the Palestinians, us, more Palestinians, Yemen, Iran, Bobvorn, hello. Rita, hello. Momro, hello. Love pancakes and waffles, or just love pancake waffles. Zeph, hello. Holly, did I say hello? Hello. Welcome, everyone. We're chilling today. There's a couple things to talk about. Israel has dropped some leaflets over Hamra. Hamra is a very densely populated part of Beirut. You got Christians, you got Muslims. Hamra is known for having the the American University of Beirut, AUB. Very renowned university regionally. There's a lot of American professors that come and teach here. What was that guy called in the Bulls, the Chicago Bulls? The blonde white dude whose dad was a professor at the American University of Beirut and who was killed here back in the 80s. That's the university he used to teach at. It's a very known university. So I mean that's Hamra. Hamra is a massive cultural center in Lebanon. If you visited Lebanon, you've likely been to Hamra to check something out there. You know what I mean? They dropped some love notes. Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Jordan, of course. Love says, Anthony, please talk about Anissa's impression of Ela. It's so good. Well, I have to talk about the impression of Ela because I mean, I gotta say, guys, I'm a big. You guys know what I mean. Idubs and Anissa, friends of the show. The impression sounds a little bit like mine. I would say. I'm not saying they're copying mine, but it kind of does sound like mine. And now, Anissa's impression is all over the internet. Everyone's talking about it. So I feel like if I do mine now, it seems like I'm copying Anissa. You know what I mean? So I feel like I just kind of have to retire my impression of Ela. And I was going to do a whole segment during the fundraiser, speaking like Ela for 30 minutes or reading a chapter of a book like Ela for 30 minutes. I don't think I could do that anymore now. It feels wrong. It feels like it's going to look like I'm just ripping off Anissa when in fact I've been doing the voice for I don't even know how long anymore. It's been a year and a half or 2 years maybe. I've lost track. But I feel like yeah, I can't do that anymore. I feel like I've been mogged in the voice department in doing the voice. But I'm glad, people online are praising Anissa, saying yeah, it does sound like Kermit kind of. That's what Ela sounds like. That's what I've been doing. So I feel like I'm also getting praise for that. You know what I mean? They're praising Anissa's voice. I feel like I'm also getting praise for that. So hey, I think it works. A conlang is a fake language, and my name is a fake name from that language. Oh, okay, God, that is some deep lore. Fake language. Okay, Dzymes. I mean, it sounds like maybe the German word for design. Design. Yeah, I was gonna do Ela ASMR for 30 minutes, but now I feel like, is it gonna seem weird if I do it now? Because now it's gonna seem like I'm ripping it off. You know what I mean? But just for the record, I have been doing that voice, the Kermit voice, and my voice has changed. The Ela voice has. I've been told that I remind people of a lot of different cartoon characters. There's that bear from that one cartoon show. Sometimes I sound like a South Park character. It's really it's taken on a lot of shapes and forms as time has gone on. Stabber says, did you see the past 2 attacks? No, here on Lebanon? No. God, I'm trying to not look at my Twitter every 5 minutes. Holly says, nah, you're the OG, don't worry. I mean, I know, but like, you know, I'm not as famous online, so. But the voice, hello, I'm Klein. I mean, it does kind of sound like it, right? I'm Klein. What am I doing? Attacks? Hello, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Clarify what attacks you're talking about, and we will look into it. Dude, I can't do Eric Cartman. I don't think I can do it. I can't do that. Okay. Tiago says, don't be silly. Please do your Ela ASMR during the fundraiser. 30 minutes will be epic. I'm not trying to be like dramatic or something. But like, it's just like, I'm thinking, it might just seem because hers is just popping off right now. Like everyone's talking about it on Twitter and stuff. Like it would, if just I'm out there doing something that sounds like it, even though it was the original. I don't know. It seems kind of, I don't know. I like to do things that are like, I don't know. Okay. 1 second. We got, members. Let me take a second to thank our members. We got a bunch of new members over the past few days. Everybody's been gifting memberships. Everybody's been super generous and kind. Thank you so much. Whiskey Ghost, thank you. Junjito, Mark Hawad, Lisette Martinez 9889, Aurora 3174, Silicon Suffragate, Mishi Mimi, user ZV8, ZV8XF6JS8L. I hope I got that right. User, thank you. Hamdi 0906, Near XX Mellow, thank you guys so much. Let me scroll down a little bit. Jay of the Dead, thank you so much. Yellow Bentines, Gina Luna, Buck Trapper, and Calamity 22. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. If you guys have never paid for a membership, if you guys have been gifting memberships, if you guys have been a member for 1 day, 5 months, we love you. We appreciate you. Thanks so much for supporting the channel and making sure that we can keep our bills paid and keep the crew paid and everything. We appreciate you. Members get an exclusive live stream once a week. I might be a little bit inconsistent now with where I did do one like a couple of days ago, so there is a live stream for members from a couple of days ago. Okay, but I might not be as consistent all the time just because of the situation. Everything's a little bit crazy, but members, I see you. We love you. We appreciate you. We're going to be doing a little bit of a subathon. I mean, the fundraiser is a fundraiser. It was supposed to be a subathon, but it has been changed and expanded to become a 2-day fundraiser. It's going to be 24 hours of live streaming, 24 hours split among 2 days, 12 hours on 1 day, 12 hours on another day. But you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. We have a goal of, I'm going to change the goal for the subathon a little bit, but, you know, it's primarily a fundraiser. The subathon is very much secondary. Don't worry. All of the subathon goals have now been basically changed to fundraiser goals. Every time we cross, we raise an extra $1,000, I'll do something. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm going to have to do shit even if we don't cross stuff because the way that the phone calls are scheduled, like I said I was going to try to limit the amount of interviews. Now that I'm doing 2 days, 12 hours a day, it got out of hand, folks. We have more interviews than last time. We got so many interviews. We got so many people that are going to be calling in. Not interviews, but like, you know, so many call-ins, so many conversations with people. I'm going to give you guys the list of guests in a second. Hello, Choki. Wait, I don't see Choki in the chat. I see people saying hello, Choki, but where's Choki? Two people at my work used to watch your Lebanese Air Days, so you're popular in my circle, also known as the YouTube guy. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you, Marina. That's nice. Ela is more ASMR. Do it, but don't call it an Ela impression. Call it the squirrel with a mouth full of garbage. YouTube knew we'd be too powerful if we could gift on. Yeah, it's crazy that YouTube, you can't even send a super chat on mobile. I'm not saying because you guys, I don't want you guys to send me super chats on mobile. Sometimes when I'm watching creators that I like, I want to kind of support them on mobile and like I can't, so I have to open up the laptop. It's kind of a hassle. You don't always have the laptop on you. You'd think, and just like I'm selfishly for YouTube, not even talking about me, like YouTube would love any opportunity they can to get any dollar out of all of their users. So, and I'm sure a huge portion of their user base watches live streams on their phones, so it's weird that they don't let people spend money on their phones. It's crazy. Again, I'm not talking about myself. Don't spend any money. Marina sends a $2 dono, says, subscribe to the gaming channel. That's right, the gaming channel. Marina, I felt weird. Dana, hello. I felt weird not talking about the gaming channel much. Let's plug the gaming channel, shall we? Here we go. We've thanked the members. Members, we love you. I'm coming to you, patrons. Don't worry. The gaming channel. Is this working? Nice. Oh, I should have checked this earlier. And did I remove my thing? Yes, I did. But bang, there we go. There I am. Oh, look at me. Sorry, this was set up yesterday for a Zoom call with Karine. Choky, there you are. Who's been a member for 9 months. Can you see this? I'm hidden in top chat. How come? Oh, wait, let me put just live chat. Let me see if I can see you now. Oh, I can see you now. Saw you at the discourse, but couldn't chat, Haley. Okay, now I see your messages. Yeah, you weren't showing. Okay, now I've changed it. For some reason, when I look at the back end, it's automatically set up to top chat, which I don't want it to. I want it set up to live chat. So I might have missed a couple of messages that way. I see you, Choky. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. That's crazy. Holy shit, 9 months. Much appreciated. Much love. That's the gaming channel, folks. Don't forget it. Don't you forget it. I played some Lego Lord of the Rings last time. I think I have one more playthrough. One more playthrough, and I can finish that game. Here, the gaming channel is pinned on top of the live chat. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm just going to be resting and doing some last minute like preps and resting my voice. Sorry, thirsty as fuck. Oh my god. Cedar down. Yeah, Cedar down under just jumping in with a 20 gifted. Cedar, what are you doing? By the way, Cedar, I did my Australian impression to someone last time, and they said it was offensive. We need you to decide, because you're my favorite Australian here. Is my Australian impression offensive? Or is it something that, you know, the Australian people could find endearing? Maybe a little bit charming? Charming, you know what I mean? You know, on the Barbie, you know? This isn't, we're not doing no subathon. We're just doing a chill stream, Cedar. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say to you, Cedar. Folks, I want Australian flags in the chat. I want koalas in the chat. I want kangaroos in the chat. That was maybe bad. That maybe sounded a bit New Zealandy. We love you, Cedar Down Under. Thank you so much. We're not worthy of this. I'm not worthy of this. Cedar. And my lovely patrons, folks. We love our patrons as well. Got your patrons like Elian Mujabber, superhero patrons like A Rose for You, Claudia, Khawla, and Ahmad. Blonde patrons like Bomb Venusaur, Daniel Nechle, Mercedes W. Abductee patrons Jesse Hyde, Monica, Jade, The Pigeon. And some brand new abductee patrons. Yeah, Jesse Hyde and Monica, brand new abductee patrons. Thank you. Jesse Hyde, I think, joined yesterday while we were live. Jesse, thank you so much. And Monica joined us last week, and I forgot to give her a shout out. So, Monica, thank you as well. Jade, Selena, and Yusra as well, recent abductee patrons. Patrons get access to exclusive content like Nour and Karine's fantasy board review, where they read horrible bestiality books, okay? And I'm going to be reading a chapter from that book during the subathon, during the fundraiser. I'm going to be reading a chapter from Bound to the Alpha. And I'm going to give you guys, by the way, Stabber Rivals. Ooh, I'm Lebanese. Stabber Rivals. Yeah, hello, sahla. Do you speak Arabic? Stabber Rivals. AC says, big ups to me cousins in Australia. Hello there. See down under. Nah, man, I consider you an honorary Aussie. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm an honorary Australian, folks. There we go. That makes me. I feel honored. Yusuf says Australian people get offended. Look, the person got offended last time, but again, the person was awesome. Yeah, they weren't. They were like super chatting that they were offended, so it was a joke. But I mean, there we go. More. I want to see more koalas, more kangaroos in the chat. Okay. Oh, hey, Chris. Oh, hello, Chris. How's it going, Chris? Well, he's being cool at home. So our patrons, we love you. We appreciate you all. And you get some exclusive Gordon Ramsay content as well. I'd be reacting to some kitchen nightmares over there. So join us. We're going to have a good time on Patreon. We thank you as well. Patrons have been supporting us for years, keeping the lights on. We might drop like 10 minutes of Nour and Karine's show, which has been very popular on Patreon, for like members to give you guys a taste. But like, yeah, if you guys want to see more of Nour and Karine reading some cringy stuff, Patreon is the place to go. All levels of Patreon can get it. It's all good. Red Song hopping over from Brittany's stream. Oh shit, Red Song, hello. Hermio says, I thought Karine cleared that the sex in the book isn't in bear form. I know, hey, shh, Hermio, shh. It sounds more interesting if it's the bear having sex with a vampire. But apparently there's like a dragon versus a bear. They're not having sex though, you know what I mean? But the man turns into a bear. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, the fundraiser is going to be taking place But Chris, ما فضحتك. I just said we mixed up the schedules. That's all I said. Answer. Hello? Chris, you are our brother and our friend. We can't wait to have you here. If anything, we're sad you're not here because you would have been here for the live stream if you were here. Hello, yeah, Chris. I got more. I'm seeing more kangaroos. That's perfect. Fundraiser. Haley means exposed. It means you've exposed me. Ooh, RLW says react to MasterChef season 4. One contestant named Chrissy hates this lady for being a vegetarian. I've seen all the MasterChefs, to be honest with you. I've seen all of them. Okay. Milestones. Fundraiser. I'm just reading this. I'm just literally reading it. Fundraiser is taking place Sunday, starting 4 p.m. Beirut time, which means 10 a.m. Eastern, America time. Okay, and it ends at 4 a.m. Beirut time, which means 10 p.m. Eastern, America time. And then Monday, we're doing it all again. 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. That means for you Americans, Eastern, it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Do the math if you live in any other time code. Okay, I'm only going to give you guys 2 time zones, my time zone and Eastern. So I'm doing it for 12 hours each day. On the first day, we've got I think Chris has gone back to like watch to see if I said something. See if I said something back. He's rewinding. He's like, what did that fucker say about me? I didn't say shit about you, Chris. So Sunday, we have, in no particular order, okay? Even though this order is kind of accurate, but I mean, this is what you should be looking forward to. On Sunday, see that Nanda, hell yeah, it's a 2-day. We've got a 2-day live stream. / minor subathon. Sunday, for now, we might add one more guest because it's pretty packed. We got the Bunka Cat on Sunday. All right. We got the man, the myth, the legend. iDubbbz is hopping on. Are you hacking my channel, are you? We got iDubbbz hopping. So we got Bunka Cat. And we got the iDubbbz. We got Comrade Casey. And Uninformed Leftist. We got James. They're going to be coming on together. We're going to do like a mini Better Left Unsaid episode during the fundraiser. Just the 3 of us chilling. We're going to try to do the tier list that James has been dreaming of doing. The leftist online commentator beard tier list. We're going to be ranking all of our beards. You know, who has the best beard? Who has the best mustache? Comrade Casey, myself, Hassan, James, everyone else. Everyone who comments on politics online, we are rating your beard. That's happening. We have Daniel Mate hopping on. I wasn't able to get Daniel and Matt Leap together at the same time. So Daniel Mate is coming in on Sunday. We've got Frogan and Raf. Maybe Raf isn't answering me. The Arabs, folks. We got the Arabs coming in. And then we got Lance from the Surfs. The Surfs TV. Lance from Leftist Mafia as well. I have not. Honestly, I don't think I can reach out to Cavernacle. Like, I don't have the time. Guys, Sam Cedar is not going to answer me, okay? There are just people that will not answer me. Sam Cedar, Hassan Piker. I tried Kal Kalinske on Twitter. He didn't answer me. I think that was my sign that there are some people that are beyond my reach. You know what I mean? What can we do? But I mean, hey, we got some awesome fucking guests, yo. Monday, we got Brittany Simon, Indy Nile, Chris Kunzler and Isaac Hale. We got Matt Lieb, and we got Mike Figueiredo. The Humanist Report, a lot of favorites coming back from last time with a couple of new. We got Brittany Simon, we got Indy Nile, brand new additions to the family. You know, Frogan and Rap's gonna be their first time. Oh, you're talking about the beards? Okay, yeah. So okay, thank you. That makes more sense. Yeah, Cavernacle's a good option for. Yeah, Cavernacle doesn't have a very good. Brittany Simon, hello. How's it going? Hey. Look at that. Awesome. Brittany, we're excited to have you on here. So we have an amazing lineup. Honestly, a lot of all-stars. A lot of all-stars. We appreciate you, Brittany, donating your time and coming on here and helping us spread the word. We very much appreciate you. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, Monday's stacked as well. We got Brittany, Indy Nile, Chris Kunzler, Isaac Hale, Matt Lieb, Mike Figueiredo. And Sunday, Lance from the Surfs, Frogan, Raf, Daniel Mate, Comrade Casey, Uninformed Leftist, iDubbbz, Bunker Cat. We're also going to be speaking to my friend Samit, who is the chef at Nation Station, one of the volunteer chefs, but like one of the volunteer head chefs, who's going to be showing us around. He's going to show you guys around the kitchen, some of the volunteers cooking up stuff, packing food and stuff. So that's going to be early Monday. That's going to be the first call. Sunday, we have some other cool stuff planned. A few little fun segments here and there. Me reading the dirty novel. I'm going to be doing some improv with my Lego set. I'm going to be karaokeing. Okay, there's some fun. Demi's going to give me a goth makeover. I might wear my bat suit, which I haven't worn in years because it's a nightmare to put on. So I might wear my bat suit for you guys. We're going to have some fun. Hell yeah, see you Monday, Brittany. I'm very excited for that conversation. It's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be, guys, you got to strap in, okay? I want you guys to like settle in. Sunday and Monday, we're going to have 24 hours of streaming, 24 hours of content. Okay, let's try to raise as much money as possible. As you guys know, the need is great. There is over 700,000 displays. That's 700,000 registered displays. Okay, there's got to be up to a million at this point. Yesterday, Israel evacuated more of the south. You know what I mean? The northern part of the south. It's fucking crazy. So that's more displaced. People got nothing to eat. It's insane. You know, so we got to do what we got to do. So okay. With all that down, yeah, and Demi's gonna give me the makeup, the makeover. So Demi knows what she's doing in terms of makeup. She got all excited. She's like, I'm gonna bring some hair gel as well. She was asking me if I have any black button-up shirts. It's gonna be fun, and I might have to do like a couple of interviews in that goth makeup, which is gonna be even funnier and unsuspect. I don't think anyone's gonna suspect that. I went to like a Halloween store today to look at some weird costumes. They looked really bad. They looked really stupid. I was like, I gotta have a pretty fucking badass bat suit. And I could do the voice if I put on the bat suit. Everything else looked like fucking horrendous. And it's all that cheap. Halloween costumes are made by like the cheapest, shittiest material. Like, I don't even want that shit on my skin. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want that shit to touch my skin. Even though the bat suit is a latex mask, which is a nightmare to put on and off. I wonder if I could show it to you guys. I think it's a bit complicated. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I still got that bat suit. It is dusty. Oh my god. This is a 1-to-1 replica of the Batman Begins cowl that Christian Bale wears in the first Christopher Nolan Batman film. Won this on eBay many years ago, like fucking over 10 years ago or something at this point. Accidentally, I think I spent $150 on this. Look at the dusty side versus the non-dusty side. This is like half an inch of like fucking latex. It is a nightmare to put on. It is so hot. Like, I'm gonna be sweating bullets when I put this on. And notice that like the entrance for the head is from the neck, so this is like too thin. So I have to, you see all this white on the inside? That's not dust, that's baby powder. The only way to get this through my head and to slip through my hair is you have to coat the inside with baby powder and then just like basically shove my head in there. And then at some point, like my nose gets stuck in the neck area for like a while. It's really fucking horrible to put on. So I might sacrifice myself and put, oh, the dust is fucking crazy. Oh god. Is this like asbestos or something? My god. Mesothelioma. Fuck, I guess I'm getting some mesothelioma right now. And like the armor, it's not like the cowl is the only good part of this costume. It's the only legit part that I have. Everything else, this is yeah. I was thinking of getting a bald cap, but then like I would look so stupid when I take the cowl on. There is something kind of nice. I feel kind of badass when I take the cowl off and like my hair is all sweaty and like you got the black makeup around my eyes like kind of going down. I still want to kind of feel like a badass if I have a bald cap underneath. No, thank you. The rest of the armor shit, like this is like a motocross thing that I just bought. You know what I mean? It looked Batman-y enough. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of the costume is just like shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The cowl looks legit. This looks eh. I don't even have a cape anymore. What the fuck? Oh no, I do. I still got the cape. Fuck yeah. Also, the cape is shit. It's like a black cloth that I just cut up. Okay, okay. I can work with this. We can work with this. Okay. Sorry about that. Chris says, I have a huge official Dark Knight Rises poster gifted to me by Vox. I ain't interested if that's what you're asking. Jesse, me and the crew are okay. It's shit's getting more real. They're hitting Beirut a lot more. So some of the crew is in Beirut. They're closer to that area. I myself right now am the safest out of everyone, technically. The most I've heard while living here, while being here, is I heard jets yesterday. That's the most that I've heard. When I'm in Beirut or something, you'll hear more. You'll hear drones, you'll hear jets and stuff like that. But as far as me being here, I'm okay. But I mean, with Israel, you never know. They keep announcing and threatening that they want to bomb civilian infrastructure. How far are they planning on going? What are they planning on doing? Israel is both very predictable in that they are fucking unpredictable and they will kill anyone. So they are predictably vicious and barbaric and genocidal. So I know that, but it's also you just never know what they're gonna do. So yeah, you never know what to expect, but expect the worst. I guess it doesn't. What I'm saying doesn't make sense, but that's as good as I can explain it. You know what I mean? Elijah is safe as well. Yeah, Elijah's in a safe, relatively safe area as well. Soul Life, hello. Sorry, Farron Wolf. Farron Wolf says, be careful, that's how the Dust Demons took Dr. Jordan Peterson down. Oh, the Dust Demons, you mean from the costume? Yeah, the costume is very claustrophobic. I don't think I'll be able to wear it for more than an hour. Plus, I can't do the Batman voice for that long. It's gonna fucking kill me. And I have to stream for 24 hours. It's gonna be nuts. So an amazing lineup of guests. Now, again, if you guys are part of other communities online and there's like other big creators, please, while you're in their communities, while you're in there talking, just tell them to like highlight the fundraiser maybe on their streams. If you guys want to talk like someone like Hassan, something like that, don't harass them or anything, but like, you know, just let them know, hey, this is happening and like we really need, if you talk about this, you can bring so many more eyeballs to this thing. I can try to get Hassan on, even though there's not much time anymore left in these 2 days, but like I can definitely make some time for fucking Hassan. Like where, how, you know what I mean? I don't want to put Frogan on the spot, and like if he says no, like does that make it weird for them? And like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like people saying no to me. I just don't like it, okay? And Kyle Kalinske never answered me, so that's it. I'm traumatized. I was even tempted of asking Cenk Uygur. He was tweeting about Lebanon. I was like, hey, I was like, should I be like, hey, Cenk, I'm Lebanese. You want to call into my stream? And I'm like, Anthony, stop looking pathetic on Twitter. Kyle already ignored you. Imagine you being ignored by Kyle and Cenk Uygur on Twitter. I was like, I can't handle it. Frogan is going to be on, but I've not asked her to ask Hassan. I have not. No, I have not. Soul Life says, the other day we watched a clip of displaced Lebanese people on the beach. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. There's plenty of them, and they're bombing them on the beach as well. Okay, let's see. And tomorrow I'm gonna be posting the official link to the live stream with the thumbnails. I'm gonna be posting the schedule, everything, all that sort of thing. Bang bang. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good to go. Okay, we're gonna jump into quickly like what's happening in Lebanon, all around the world with the war. But first, let's have some fun. Okay, this is just the most insane transition I've seen in this, like, and before and afters for plastic surgery online. I don't know. This is nuts. Like, holy shit, man. Is it too loud? Like, I don't know. Is this a new trend? Is this the only person doing this? Like the karate chop to the neck? Joink! Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy. Wait, what do you mean it's fake? Like this isn't real plastic surgery? She didn't really get surgery? Like, are they using some kind? Don't tell me I'm falling for another AI thing. Oh, fake prosthetics? Oh, I assumed it was real because like I saw some like redness in her neck area. I'm like, okay, and like I looked at her lips. I'm like, this person has gotten work done clearly. Oh, so it's fake. But it looks pretty. Okay, I see the line. I see the makeup line. I see where the prosthetics start. I see it. I see it. Damn, that was so funny though. Yeah, the noises are shitty, aren't they? Chris in the $2 donut says, have you never been rejected by a woman before? I most certainly have, and I guess maybe that's why I have a fear of rejection. Hey, she did look kind of goofy with that whole chin thing, because it didn't match the rest of the face or the body. So I guess I could say that now since it's fake. Because they made, and she looked like she kind of looks like a fish. Like she looks like the okay, one second. She looks like the SpongeBob SquarePants fish. That's always at the burger place. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of I don't know all the characters from SpongeBob. SpongeBob fish. What's his name? Kind of, maybe not. Does she? Is this accurate? Does kind of look like a fish. Anyways, I'm sad to hear this is fake. Disappointing. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Trigger warning. Trigger warning, guys. We're getting into some serious shit right now. Quickly. Just a quick update from Iran. Trigger warning, everyone. Let me scroll down a little bit. I'm mostly going to be talking about Lebanon today, but I just wanted to just bring this up again. When Americans talk about spreading democracy and liberating the people of Iran and liberating Iranian women, especially that are being, oppressed by Islam and they're being forced to wear the scarf and all of that. Breaking shrapnel from U.S.-Israeli airstrike martyred a woman who was attending the international Quds Day rallies in Tehran. Trigger warning. There's some just blood on the floor, but like this is what they mean by liberation, folks. Look at that. Look at that scene. I shouldn't even be showing this, but like, I mean, horrible. R.I.P. But yeah, liberating. This is liberation. This is what they're doing over in Iran. And we can't forget this. Like I'm repeating the same shit every single day, but this is the atrocity of war, and they want to normalize this. They want you to get bored of this. They want me to get bored of this. They want me to move on and do a regular episode of the show. Hey, let's talk about some goofy shit. Look, this influencer did this. We can't. We cannot. As soon as that happens, fuck me, essentially. And I don't. Let me just cut away from these pictures. My show is not intended to be a news coverage show. That's not at all the goal. That's not why we're here. That's not why I started this. That's not where my qualifications are at. I'm not qualified to talk about news and geopolitics. But as long as Israel is attacking us, this is gonna be pretty much the show from now on. So if this is boring to you, if this is shit to you, if this is too dark and you don't want to be immersed in this shit all day, which I completely understand. I don't want to be immersed in the shit all day. This is kind of like, I guess, like a heads up, because from now on, I got to try to find a way to do other stuff and other kind of content while still talking about this, like maybe going on the ground, showing you guys what people are doing on the ground in the community to help, etc. But it's got to be in ways that are talking about Lebanon, keeping the subject and the spotlight on Lebanon, and ways that we can help. That is what this show and this channel are dedicated to now, essentially. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of what we got to do. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, and I also like it's fuck. I don't even know. Like I can't be like this YouTube channel is also like my job right now, so it's like my job is changing all of a sudden. Like okay, you've been doing this, now you have to do this. Well, you don't have to. I want to do this, but like also I have to. It's so weird. But like yeah, I can't. It feels weird talking about anything else or doing anything else. I don't know what else to say, but I do want to try to like at least go to nation state once we're done with the fundraiser. I would love to go there and do like a live stream from there, but a lot of you guys might be asleep and stuff if you're in the States, but like I want to do a live stream from there, just show you maybe what like a whole day of prep is, and maybe I could try to like help them and like cook and stuff. Yeah, Chris says Shada is the last goof show for a while. I know, we were just getting started with those goof shows. We were just coming back. We were just fucking starting to have a good time again. Fucking, we're not allowed to have fun. We do not have the right to chill. Okay, a little bit of Dubai talk. You know, it's not a do not worry stream if we're not talking about Dubai, and if I'm not making sure that they will not let me into that country again. Not that I'm trying to, hey, in case I ever have a job there. Excuse me, let's see if there's any videos about Dubai. Dubai news leaving. Just want to see a video. I want to see someone talking about it. Like, are the news talking about this? Flights leave Dubai. That's 11 days ago. Oh my God. Are they paying people not to talk about this? Dubai War. Let me see it. What are these new? What's Y on? Okay, business.
Dubai, a city known for glittering skylines and luxury towers, is now echoing with the sounds of war.
Dubai, oh my God, dude, can you imagine this shit coming out of Dubai?
Explosions were heard in downtown Dubai overnight, including one particularly loud blast.
Oh shit.
This came after a drone struck a building in Dubai Creek Harbor.
Oh my God, dude. Like, at least, like, I mean, knowing Dubai, like, if they wanted footage of this out there, like, this is the problem with Dubai right now. Like, they're trying to control everything. They're trying to control the narrative. But look at the footage that is leaking out there. This is like the shittiest explosion footage. At least, like, if this stuff is going to come out there, don't you want to control the PR? And don't you want the best kind of footage? Like, Dubai, like, why aren't you setting up HD cameras all over the city? Get some HD slow-mo shot of this shit. Use it as PR. Use it to be like, look at how we are dealing with this in Dubai. Like, you could spin that shit around. But instead, they're like threatening to arrest anyone or like fine you up to $50,000. And like, this is the shit that like leaks out, like shaky cam. You got people screaming.
A luxury waterfront development
like,
building in Dubai.
Like, try to spin this positively. Like, you're losing everything. You're losing billions a day. Try to spin this tragedy into your advantage. Be like, you know what I mean? Like, we're the victim. We're being attacked, but we will rise up. Do something. You know what I'm saying? You see, like, wasn't it Qatar or Bahrain did something like that a couple days ago? One of their buildings got destroyed. They got like a guy to walk around in the street. They closed off all the streets. They kept the damage intact. Got like nice B-roll and slow-mo footage of everything like broken and shit. Why don't you do something like that? Start embracing the war, I guess. Make it part of your identity. Try to make Dubai look a bit more rugged, because Dubai has had a reputation for being like, you know, shit, fake influencers. Now it's like you're earning kind of your stripes. Like, you know what I'm saying, in a way? Like, now Dubai can be like, hey, listen, we've been bombed. We've been at war now. We know what it's like. You know, now you're getting your first taste of being an Arab country. That's what it's all about. Getting bombed from by other countries, mainly the fault of the United States and Israel. You finally joined the club. Ahla wa sahla. Welcome. You know what I mean? Khalas, embrace it. Yeah, Sir Danar says it looks like the 90s CCTV footage. Exactly. Who wants that? No one wants that. This is horrendous.
Creek Harbor, a luxury waterfront development just north of the city's downtown.
Like, the only people that are filming this are the illegal migrants at this point because they just want to get deported. And they don't have great phones, you know what I mean? Like, they're using their old, like, Samsung phones, you know what I mean? All the rich influencers with the iPhone 17s have left. So the only people left who are willing enough to film this because they want to get deported are the migrant workers who don't have access to their passports anymore. Now, I have heard that they will imprison them first, so it might not be a great deal. But again, knowing the working conditions in like Dubai and in the GCC and Saudi Arabia, prison and deportation might be better than like one more day at the office for some of these people. Okay?
Video from the scene shows a damaged facade and smoke rising after the impact triggered a fire. Emergency teams rushed in, evacuated residents, and quickly
That's crazy, man.
brought the flames under control. Authorities say no injuries were reported, but the tension
Damn, yo.
is spreading fast. Earlier, 2 drones fell near Dubai International Airport, injuring 4 people.
That's crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, so this is new, multiple devastating blasts in Dubai. Fires spreading through several buildings. These buildings are extremely close to Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. Locals are terrified. The multiple countries like Australia are advising their citizens to leave Dubai immediately. Hot day. Dubai International Finance Center has been struck. Generally, people are risking their fucking lives filming this and like releasing this. I mean, filming it at home, I guess, but if they send it to anyone, they're fucked. And you gotta assume the government is like observing and spying on all of their communication and messages and everything like that. Okay, this person is like thanking Iran. She says, Dubai tonight, thank you, Iran, for every Sudanese family torn apart by an ongoing genocide fueled by this mercenary regime called the UAE. May you rot in hell. This is a... God damn. This is a fire in like a Dubai tower. I guess that's the building we just saw earlier. That's crazy. Like the embers flying in the sky. That's like, it's kind of a nice visual. Not a nice, you know what I mean? Like it just looks cool. Like just the how it's glistening and like shining. You know, it's obviously horrific, especially with the people inside and stuff. Must be terrifying. Breaking. Formula 1 cancels Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, there's got to be more videos about this. Second. Effects of the war on Dubai and GCC. Middle East crisis. Dubai under attack live. CNBC. What?
Out 200 targets is what we're talking about, and the IDF has also posted on
to the crisis that's ensuing within our own country.
There's
Stay tuned
like
to
Indian
Inside the
news on
Bunker
YouTube.
with
Have you guys
Tom
noticed
Cooper
that?
as I
In English, it's like they're just like making content. They're like farming English news content. I don't understand why. Look, India today, they're the only ones talking about this. Is it like, are they happy this is happening because maybe there's like a large amount of Indian workers and migrant workers in Dubai and in these countries? So like they're covering this, they have like an interest in covering this. And part of them is like, maybe they're celebrating this. Dubai war. Republic World. There's like not a single like known news channel talking about this. Wait, Dubai just got hit?
data center in the United Arab Emirates. The incident happened on the same day Iran fired a barrage of drones and missiles at Gulf states in retaliation
anyways.
for U.S. and Israeli strikes that
That's enough of that. There was a pretty crazy attack in Michigan. I just heard of this, like, when it happened. Like, was that yesterday or 2 days ago? A man sort of like rammed into a synagogue. His car was like laced with explosives. I don't think anyone died, but he was killed. Let's see a little bit about that.
Watching officials give an update on the Michigan synagogue attack this afternoon. The FBI is assisting in the investigation as a targeted act of violence against the Jewish community. Officials say a suspect drove a truck into the building, injuring the head of security there. Others were hospitalized for smoke inhalation after the vehicle caught on fire. Two law enforcement sources tell CBS News the suspect's body is badly burned, which has been complicating identification. There were mortar-type explosives in the vehicle, but sources say the suspect is from Dearborn, Michigan, and that suspect is dead. Officials have not yet given a name. The local sheriff attributed the training that public safety officers undergo for active shooter and mass casualty events to the fact that no children or staff were hurt since there was a school at this large complex and that the threat was quickly neutralized. Alicia Bergio from CBS News Detroit joins us now from the scene. Alicia, what is the latest?
Lindsay, an emotional and chaotic day here in West Bloomfield. A lot of families and community members on edge, filled with terror and unsure of what was going on. We witnessed many reuniting with their kids, with their families today, hugging and just visibly.
You're saying, is there weird censorship in the chat? You guys are saying you guys can't say Brandon in this chat? Choki says, I've never seen a YouTube channel be targeted like that. Are you talking about me? Am I being targeted? You think that's what's happening? I mean, it is weird. Since when is it like this?
Shaken up and relieved that they were able to come together. Now you can see, I'm going to step aside, that the scene here is still active outside Temple, Israel, with police blocking the road. We did just receive an update from law enforcement, as you just heard. Here's what we know at this point. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says a man, he approached the temple with a rifle in his car, rammed his vehicle through the front doors down the hallway. Security saw him coming. That's when that security guard shot at him. At some point, that shooter's vehicle caught fire and he was killed. Police say because the plumes of smoke were just so intense, it's unclear if the shooter died from a gunshot wound or that vehicle fire. Now, at this point, there's no active threat to the community, and police are working to figure out that suspect's motive. Meantime, police are increasing patrols at places of worship here in West Bloomfield and surrounding communities. But the most important takeaway that I want to point out here is that no kids, no staff were hurt during this entire situation. And as far as other injuries,
that's good. Like the fact that no one was hurt, that's very fortunate. Again, this is the problem when you keep conflating Zionism and Judaism. When Netanyahu gets on TV and says that what Israel is doing is for the benefit of Jews around the world, and that all Jews around the world support Israel, when liberal Zionists, you know what I mean, or like Democrats start to say that, like, yeah, most Jews support Israel, you're creating this sense that everyone supports what Israel is doing and everyone supports the Israeli government, and then you're kind of justifying some of the, you're not justifying, but like you're creating this environment where people like this guy feel like if I go attack a synagogue, I'm hurting Israel. This is the connection that Israel has built, and by spray painting Stars of David in homes that they invade and that they destroy, by carving Stars of David into their victims, by shaving Stars of David into the heads of their prisoners, they are inadvertently or purposefully creating this link between Zionism and Judaism, and making it seem like Israel is a Jewish project, and that every Jew in the world should be thankful for Israel and agrees with what is happening in Israel. Does that justify what this man did? Absolutely not. But it just explains why this is happening, and why this is going to happen, unfortunately, even more. This is why, like, a lot of there's a rise in anti-Semitism, because a lot of people just are linking the two. They're linking the two. Some of these people are idiots. Some of these people are already anti-Semitic, and some of them are just seeing the horrors that are happening in Israel. They hear things like, this is for all the Jews. This is for the protection of all the Jews in the world. And then they're going to make that fucking connection. You know what I mean? And then horrible shit like this is going to happen. Luckily, no one got hurt this time.
that one security guard that stepped in to take care of this active threat, he was hurt, but is expected to recover and be okay. Of course, this is an ongoing
Yes, Bodo Wafer Tub, I do have that piece of information. We're going to get to that in a bit, about the losing his family members. Boduco Wafer Tub, hello.
investigation, but we'll keep you updated as this situation develops. Reporting live in West Bloomfield, Alicia Bergio, CBS News.
Alicia Bergio, thank you so much. Let's now go to CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd. Sam is also a former assistant.
Sam Vinaigrette? Say vinaigrette?
Let's now go to CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd. Sam is also a former assistant secretary
Sam
for
Vinaigrette? Yeah,
counterterrorism
it's a
at the
salad
Homeland
dressing. That's fun.
and Security
That's a fun name. That's a fun last name to have. Vinaigrette? Holy shit, that's a fun one.
Department. We heard there the sheriff saying it was just 2
My name is Cheryl Ranch Dressing. Let's go. I'm actually lemon oil.
days ago that he had been texting.
Lemon oil. I'm Lizzie Lemon Oil. You guys know that weird chili oil guy on Facebook? Chili oil? I'm sorry about that. I think I need to get some honey, folks. I'll be right back. Keep watching. Mrs. Vinaigrette.
With security from the temple. I just, what a world. I mean, the preparation, thank goodness, but what a world in that we have to live in which they have to be prepared for something like this.
And Lindsay, in my experience, unfortunately, sheriffs and other law enforcement officials around the country are in almost daily touch in some jurisdictions with members of the Jewish community and other religious communities. And that's because the threat environment has just been exploding over the past few years. And also because the time that it takes an individual to start having thoughts about conducting violence and then to actually mobilize to violence has really shortened significantly.
Oh, wow.
That's because of the spread of content on social media. That's because of really easy access to firearms. So whereas it might have been months or years previously, individuals can actually mobilize to violence very quickly. And that's why in listening to this press conference, what's really struck out to me was...
Sorry, guys, I had to pull a Hassan Piker. I had to pull a cherry act. Goddamn, that honey's so good, guys. $45 honey hits different. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, that shit's good. Worth every penny. I got to get my hands on some more of this shit. I got to stock up. I know another place that makes honey that is just as good as this. I just got to get my hands on another jar. So good. Goddamn.
Sheriff Blanchard, who is a decorated law enforcement official, focusing both on the role of partnerships between federal, state, local, tribal, territorial, nonprofit, and private sector partners, but also on the role of the public, because that mobilization timeline is just so much shorter.
They hit Dahia? Marina, did they hit Dahia right now? Oh, fuck. Marina says balcony door was shaking, blast was loud. It's because I said the word air strike.
Order now. The law
we can call them poop strikes from now on.
Enforcement community can't prevent these things from happening alone. What he's saying is that individuals...
Try the honey Sam Does Sam Cedar describe a honey?
...need to ask for help at the earliest possible point when they see an individual who may be...
Investigators go from here now to find...
Okay. So what we know about this... Okay, so first, before we get into that. So I saw Ryan Grimm share this yesterday. News, the man who rammed his explosives-laden truck into a Michigan synagogue today was named Ayman Ghazaleh. According to a source familiar with the situation, Ghazaleh was posted photos overnight of his family members, including young children, who were killed in a recent Israeli attack on the town of Mashghara, Lebanon. This is a developing story. So he shared the photo of these two little babies, adorable little angels, and maktub tahat, in Arabic he wrote tuyur fil jannah. So he says birds in heaven, basically, and he has a picture of a dove next to a heart. So he says birds in heaven, and of course these two little angels are little birds in heaven. Look at that little girl, look at that little smile, look at that little boy in that smile with these little thumbs up. I mean, understandably the man is going to be heartbroken. I don't know if these are his children. The children were named Ali and Fatima. His brothers were Ibrahim and Qasim. I guess those were his kids. I guess these are his nephews and nieces. Okay, so there are more details. So wait, we'll get to that in a second. Politics, I got pretty... This is supernatural honey. Like, this is as organic as it gets. Manuka honey. People are saying Manuka honey. Sarah, did you hear the explosion as well? Hope you're safe, Sarah. Manukua kaka honey. What the fuck? We don't have that here, though. I don't think we could find that here. Oh my god, look. She's got the soccer ball here with a little thumbs up. Oh my god, dude. And I believe these are his brothers. So here's a report of the killing. In its attack on western Bekaa on Thursday evening, the Israeli army killed 4 members of the Ghazali family after targeting their home in Mashghara. The victims were referee Qasim Ghazali, or Asim Ghazali, his brother Brahim, and Brahim's children, Ali and Fatima. Okay, so these were his nephews and nieces. The Israeli assault on Lebanon continues with airstrikes hitting various areas in the south, Bekaa and Dahiyah. The Ministry of Health announced that the death toll from the attacks has risen to at least 123. So these are his brothers, I'm guessing, Asim, Brahim, and his nephews and nieces, Ali and Fatima. So imagine him. He's sitting in the States. He sees that his family is dead. And he decides to do the unthinkable, which is fucking load his car up with explosives and try to ram it into a synagogue. Completely insane, completely misguided. I understand why he's doing it. That's the explanation is right there. They killed his family, so he's like, I have to go kill Jewish people. That's the connection that he made because of what Israel is fucking doing. Heartbreaking in like every sense, and thankfully he wasn't able to harm anyone in that attack. You know, prayers up.
Michigan, the FBI is investigating an attack targeting the Jewish community. That person was killed by security staff after he rammed a car into Temple, Israel, outside of Detroit, and started shooting. The Department of Homeland Security says he came to the U.S. from Lebanon in 2011 and became a U.S. citizen in 2016. A preschool was in session at the synagogue at the time of the attack, but no children or school staff were injured.
And preschool, that's super lucky, man. That's so fortunate. Little kids, that would have been fucking horrific. Because he would have inflicted, the same kind of pain that he felt seeing his nephew and niece, being killed, innocent little kids. He would have felt, again, I'm not trying to excuse what he did. It's fucking horrific. But like, I think had he been successful in doing this and had he found out he killed children, I think he would have been like, he wasn't thinking properly. The man was overtaken with grief, and that doesn't excuse a crime. If someone does this, no matter what happened before, he still has to. If he were caught, you know what I mean. If he hadn't died, and if he were caught, he should have paid the price, same as anyone else. It doesn't matter. But like he was it's clearly overtaken by grief. Like, how can you look at these 2 little angels it's not like they died from like a natural cause. They didn't die in like an earthquake or something, and it's all sad. But like, you know what I mean? Or it was like it's like driving. It's like being killed by like a drunk driver or something. He would have wanted to kill the drunk driver or something. In this case, they were killed by an illegal fucking war. A useless fucking war set up by the United States and Israel. A war for them to make... For the U.S. to sell more fucking weapons and make money, and for Israel to get more fucking land, and for Trump not to have his Epstein secrets leaked or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a fucking reality show host. We have Lebanese children dying on a daily basis because a fucking pedophile reality television star is in cahoots with a genocidal fucking leader of a country because they have pictures of him having sex with minors or something. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is why Lebanese people have to pay with their lives now, because Donald Trump had to fuck some kids on Epstein Island. And I'm sorry for saying it. It's super fucked how I just said it and like dismissive. Effed some kids. That's so fucked. I'm sorry. But like, what the fuck, man? Like, kids are dying because of these fucking clowns, of Pete fucking Hegseth. Pete fucking Hegseth is killing Lebanese people. Marco fucking Rubio. These fucking clowns. This fuck. I have to. I can't. I'm sorry. I have to do the Marco Rubio water bottle clip. I can't. This fucking guy right now is like responsible
on foreign policy
and is making foreign policy decisions. Like, what?
America continues to be in
Look at that.
Foreign policy. America continues.
What the fuck? Getting a little thirsty there, Marco Rubio?
On foreign policy, America continues to be indispensable to the goal of global liberty. property, and safeguarding human rights. The world is a better place when America is the strongest nation
Come on, getting an opening. Get that bottle of water, man. You know you want it. You know you're thirsty.
But we can't remain powerful if we don't have an economy that can afford it. In the short time that I've been here in Washington, nothing has frustrated me more than false choices like the one the president laid out tonight. The choice isn't just...
Dude, this position right here, when he's like he's in between, he's putting it back, and he's trying to check, like, oh, dude, you look so fucking... Oh, I'm covering it. Sorry, guys. This is golden. Like, I'm sorry, dude.
The choice isn't...
He thinks he's being subtle. He thinks he's being sneaky.
Than false choices like the one the president laid out tonight. The choice isn't just between big government or big business.
Oh my God, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Sweating his balls off. Fucker. Dumbass.
What we need is an accountable, efficient, and effective government.
Oh, sorry. Jim sent the super chat. Wait, I missed it, I think. Wait, what? Why is it retracted? Sorry, I just saw it. Jim, error. Did it work? Did it get deleted, or did you delete it, or did just let me know if someone deleted it for you. I scrolled up to see it, but it says message retracted. I'm just curious if it said something that's been that was like censored or something. Jim, I'm sorry, just saw it. Okay. So yeah, these fucking idiots.
The head of security for the synagogue was taken to at patrols. Robert.
So they don't know yet. This is an interesting tweet by Khalil Sayed. Khalil says, the crime against this man's family in Lebanon was a grave injustice. However, nothing justifies his wicked actions against American Jews. It is vital to never justify or contextualize such behavior. I lost my father, my sister, and countless friends in Gaza. I know many others who have also lost loved ones in Palestine, and none of us would ever consider harming anyone. Absolutely, of course, you know what I mean? It's not something that should be worried about for the most part. And now people are going to use this story to, like, increase the level of Islamophobia in America, and like, look at this, and like, we got crazy Muslims, and it's to try to justify the war against Iran, and it's to justify the war against Hezbollah, and they're going to try to vilify Islam as a whole. You know, like, they're going after Zohran Mamdani and his wife. They're going after everyone. They're trying to just they're trying to justify all of this horrible stuff that's happening. Jim says, I deleted it. Okay, cool. Just checking. So, goddamn, I think this is a video now. So now they figured it out here. So let's see what they have to say.
A suspect is dead after ramming a truck into Temple, Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan.
Oh, it's called Temple, Israel? Okay, maybe he also thought of, like, maybe this temple is like related to Israel somehow. I'm gonna go run into it or something. Okay, again, nothing justifies this. Even if this is a temple that, like, does fundraising events for, like, Israel or something, there are other ways to, like, you know, protests, boycotts, whatever. You know what I mean? Nothing like this.
Police say the security at the temple shot and killed the attacker, but one of them was left injured. Meanwhile, the FBI is calling the attack a targeted act of violence against the Jewish community.
AS says, bro, I know him. He worked at a restaurant in Dearborn. Are you fucking shitting me? Yo, call the police. Call CNN.
Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer joined law enforcement at a news briefing this morning. She called.
Desiree says they recruit IDF soldiers. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. I mean, yeah, look, that's horrible. And think something should be done about it, but, like, not like this. You know what I mean? People should protest, raise awareness, make content about it, try to defund them, whatever it is. But, like, don't get in a car and try to kill innocent people over there, especially, like, fucking children. Like, come on. It's insane. You know what I mean? But when they do have an IDF recruiting event, go make a whole fucking... Excuse me. Oh my God. Make a lot of noise. Be extra loud. You know what I'm saying? But this seems not the way to do it, I would say. It had a funny tweet. Where is it? Okay, no, we're about to get to it.
All the attack anti-Semitic.
We will fight this ancient and rampant evil.
El Karaki says, I think this is a classic false flag from the Zionists. I don't know. I mean, this is believable to me. This is believable to me. Someone overtaken by grief just kind of loses it. You know what I mean? Watching massacres. Like, look, honestly, I'm shocked stuff like this doesn't happen more often. Like, people, like, you're watching children getting killed on a daily basis, and then you see that your nephew and niece got killed, and you're like far away. You're like, there's nothing I could do, and I was far, and I couldn't be there with my family. Maybe I could have protected my brothers. Maybe I could have protected my nephews and nieces. I can't be there for the funeral. Like, everything that's going through this man's mind, you know what I mean? He fucking lost it. As they say in French, il a pété un câble. Like, khalas, something just fucking snapped. No justification for this at all. But out of every 1 million people that see things like that, there's got to be, like, statistically, like, a number of people that are going to crack mentally. The human brain, the heart, can only take so much. Some people will choose to disengage with this stuff completely. Some people will maybe fucking end their lives. Some people and feel like the weight of the guilt. Some people react to this in so many different ways. Some people choose to just, you know what, I'm gonna pretend like none of this is happening, and I'm gonna live my life normally and like do restaurant reviews. You know what I mean? Some people, like this guy who lost his family, like the other dude, the Palestinian who was saying, I lost my mother, I lost my father, I would never think of doing something like this. This guy's not like that. This guy's built different, man. His wiring is different. He wanted revenge. It's not justified in any way, shape, or form, but like, this is what happened. This is what happened now. And I don't know, dude. Hermia says America never gave a shit about children, or they would have already done restrictions after Columbine or Sandy Hook, or the Christian schools, or the theater shootings, or the club shootings, or the of course they could have reprimanded or even reformed the police departments. The amount of black and brown kids that were murdered by the state.
Rampant evil. We will stand together as we do it, and we will call it out. We must lower the rhetoric in this state and in this country, especially at this moment where we've seen such a rise in anti-Semitism and more attacks on the Jewish community.
Let's go to CBS News correspondent Usher Qureshi. Usher, can you break down?
I mean, look, they're going to call this an anti-Semitic attack, and it very well might be. Like, the dude might be anti-Semitic. To me, it's more like a revenge. I think this guy would have gone for whatever country killed his niece and nephew. He would have gone to, like, whatever symbol that would represent that country to him. He would have done it. If they were killed by an African country, he would have maybe found the embassy or like a restaurant. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking ram into that. I think it's more a case of that rather than like an anti-Semitic attack. I think the dude just wanted revenge, okay, and he wanted to like send a message. I don't think it is anti-Semitic because he is targeting a synagogue, right? And because they're Jewish. So I understand it being framed like that, but like in the pure sense of the word, I think it's more revenge. The dude went for revenge, basically. If he were killed, if the French military did this attack that killed his family, he would have gone to like the French embassy or something. You know what I'm saying? He would have found something related to that country. And I think because of the links that Israel tries so hard to build between Judaism and Israel, he thought, you know what? Israel, there's the Israel Synagogue. They recruit IDF soldiers. They killed my family. I'm going to go ram it into that. So is it partly anti-Semitic? Yes, I'm sure. Somewhere in there. But I think it was more an act of just pure revenge and rage. I think that's what it was. In my mind. S. Jin Rummy, hello. Cedar Down Under says there is research that found after traumatic events, people can change, especially when there is a feeling of despair with no support and their voice is not being heard. Absolutely. Absolutely. And maybe, like, who knows? I mean, look, if he lives in Dearborn or Michigan, I'm sure he doesn't feel too out of place because it's full of Arabs, full of Muslims. I'm sure he can find a community there. But, like, a lot of also people that, like, travel and move to the States have a hard time finding a community or, like, blending into the community. There's like this culture shock, but I mean, in Michigan, there's a whole bunch of Arabs. It's like a mini, what Middle East or something. You know what I'm saying?
Down the incident and how this unfolded, and the response from both temple staff and security to help those inside.
Right, Mugo. So just to reiterate, as you mentioned, investigators say that the suspect drove around the bollards in front of the building.
Also, if you guys are watching live, make sure to click that like button.
and then rammed his vehicle into the synagogue just after noon yesterday. That sparked a fire and a massive law enforcement response. Now, sources tell CBS News that the man got out of the vehicle with a rifle before being confronted and shot by synagogue security. Authorities say there were no children or staff that were injured in this incident, but several first responders were treated for smoke inhalation after going.
Damn, he also got out of there with a rifle. Yeah, that's fucked, man. That's just like, come on, man. That's just mass shooter fucking shit right there. You know what I mean? Horrifying, horrifying. Especially like kids were there. Imagine him. That would have been a horrifying sight. You know what I mean? Like, our kids get killed. We don't want to kill any more kids. Like, my solution, bro, is not like, let's go kill more fucking, like, no kids should be getting harmed, man. Okay, no kids. And yes, that includes Israeli children, folks. No one should be getting hurt. No kids should be afraid. Okay, what I want to happen to Israeli kids is for them to be deprogrammed. I want them to be re-educated, and I want them to learn what is actually happening in the world, what Israel actually is, and have them grow up as well-adjusted adults. I don't want them to be fucking harmed, okay? I have had it with seeing fucking obituaries for kids. That's it, okay? Like, khalas, bikaffi. Just enough of this shit.
Into the building. Now, the temple, which also houses a school, had more than 100 children under the age of 5 inside the building at the time of the attack. Take a listen to what Rabbi Josh Bennett from Temple Israel said about that evacuation.
One of the beautiful things that happened yesterday was not only did our staff react exactly as they had been trained.
That's a very controversial position. I know. Can we stop? Can we think about the children? Also, you know what would be fun? Kind of a fun video for me to visit Dearborn, Michigan and try a bunch of their Lebanese food and see how it compares to Lebanon. I think that would be fun. I don't have a reason to go to Michigan. I don't think I know anyone in Michigan, technically. I know people that are from Michigan. Like, I've never been there. But, like, it would be nice for me to go there and, like, go to, like, the best shawarma spot in Dearborn and see how it compares to the best shawarma spot here in Lebanon. Go try the best kebab in Dearborn. How does it compare to a kebab here? Try all of their food, falafel, everything. You know what I mean? And then see how it compares. Go try their knefe, go try their ba'lewa, and see if they can do it over there the way we do it over here. I think that would be a lot of fun.
But our children, because of that, were given an opportunity to really not know what was going on. They were taken out of the building immediately. They were brought to safety across the street. We have an incredible partnership with the Chaldean community here who opened their facility for us as a reunification site. So our kids had the opportunity to be taken care of by their teachers. And because of the training that we've all gone through, it happened naturally and calmly. And it was really miraculous that everybody was safe.
So let's come to NE. Is that Nevada? What's NE? Nevada?
And Mugo, just to reiterate what you heard there, I mean, there have been heightened senses of security here for a long time. The synagogue, the temple, engaged in that training back in January with the FBI, and fortunately, nobody was hurt. But we were told by leadership that when that vehicle...
Groovy's asking, did you see how Ethan shouted at his employees? Not really. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I got Israel coming for my country right now. I could give like 2 shits about Ethan Klein, his Zionist IDF wife. You know, Ela Klein. I know they don't like it when we call her his wife. Like, I just like to say his IDF wife. You know what I mean? I see them. Look, they're desperate, man. They're microwaving 3-year-old like iDubbbz and Anissa drama. They're like bringing up old texts from like 4 years ago because they're hitting 300,000 views on their podcast now. So no one gives a shit about Ethan anymore. I think it's easy to say. And speaking of Ethan and Ela, we're going to talk about Yoav Galan a little bit later. He made an interesting statement about Lebanon. Really good guy, Yoav Galan. But no, I haven't seen him yell at his staff. I've not really spent too much time commenting on their because they're just fucking sad at this point. You know what I mean? They're pretty sad. Oh no, don't apologize. Why are you apologizing? Don't apologize. It's like it's just kind of hard to care and like it's fucking like his staff wants to be there. Let them get yelled at. You know what I mean? At this point. F these idiots. You know what I'm saying? They're just out there justifying the war in Iran now. I'm excited to see Carmine Casey's video about Ethan being pro-Iran, though. I hope that's out during the subathon. We could watch that during the subathon. No, don't apologize. I'm sorry, but it was horrible. I saw it on North Star Radio Twitter. You know what? We'll check it out. We'll check it out. After this, we'll check it out.
Was rolling into the temple at that time. They were rolling past some of these classrooms, and it was, as he mentioned, a miracle that no children were hurt.
Yeah, a huge miracle, one we're so thankful for today. Usher, what do investigators know about the suspect right now?
Well, federal officials have identified the suspect as Ayman Mohammed Ghazali, a U.S.-born citizen who was born in, actually, he was born in Lebanon, actually, in 1985, and then became a citizen later on. The Department of Homeland Security...
1985. He's 5 years older than me.
Security says he entered the
He's 40 years old.
United States legally
41.
in 2011 on a spousal immigrant visa and became a naturalized citizen in 2016. Now, overnight, we learned that federal investigators were seen entering a home believed to be connected to Ghazali in the Dearborn Heights area, and they're looking for evidence to see what may have led to this attack and what may have driven him to do this. Still, no motive has been identified by officials at this point, but we've heard from community members that he may have been very distraught after an airstrike that killed a number of his family members in Lebanon just earlier this month. Mugo?
Okay. Usher Qureshi in West Bloomfield, Michigan.
Goddamn. Okay, I need to hurry up a little bit. I'm taking too long with the stream. Just wanted to check real quick that North Star Radio thing. So Ethan's yelling at his staff. Oh, let's look at that. Zionist boss Ethan Klein loves his employees.
On the phone. We're trying to do a show.
No, I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to?
I'll have to let you go.
Who are you talking to?
It was a dial tone. I don't know what that was.
Okay, relax, bro. What are you doing?
I think they were trying to send.
Stop!
Okay.
Dang. We have a lot to get to today, okay? I don't have time for this antics. So we have a great segment planned today where we're...
This is Morpheus.
Can
Put
I help
down
you?
the phone. We're trying to do a show.
No, I'm sorry.
Who are you talking?
This was actually funny. Like, I don't like, it's not funny, but like Tom being on the phone halfway through a podcast, like that would have made me laugh. I think like that's an absurd moment. Like, hey, why are you on the phone? Like, just go with the guy. Why are you yelling at them?
I'll have to let you go.
Who are you talking to?
It was a dial tone. I don't know what that was.
Okay, relax, bro. What are you doing?
I think they were trying to send.
Stop!
Okay.
Dang. We have a lot to get to today, okay? I don't have time for this antics. So we have a great...
Damn, I guess they hate... What's his name again? God, what? I know his name. What's his name? I know his name. God, what's his name, guys? Him. I know his name. Shit. Guys, someone remind me what the fuck his name is?
I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to?
I'll have to let you go.
Tom
This
Ward.
is
There you go.
Morpheus.
Sorry, brain fart. Okay. There you have it, Tom Ward. Hope you enjoy working at the H3 podcast. Okay. I found this tweet funny, okay? No offense to all our white viewers watching right now, but this made me think. You know what I'm saying? Jenna says, and I'm only half sharing this because it's fun. She says, I genuinely don't understand why leftist Americans want us to die fighting their government that they hate. So again, I genuinely don't understand why leftist Americans want us to die fighting their government that they hate. Do they not realize that they can do that themselves? Go organize a coup and die for freedom. Leave us alone. We don't have to fight your wars for you. I mean, come on, guys. Everybody sit in the chat. All right, if you got a bunch of white liberals, you're sitting here asking us Arabs to sacrifice more than we already have. It is up to you guys to go like burn some shit down in Minecraft, of course. I'm never going to be asking people to do something like that, but like, let's read that again, you know? Leftists, and let's replace Americans with Europeans as well, you know what I mean? Let's do Europeans too. I generally don't understand why leftist Americans and Europeans want us to die fighting their government that they hate. And it's true, we are fighting the U.S. government. We're out here fighting Donald Trump for you. You know what I'm saying? Do they not realize that they can do that themselves? Go organize a coup and die for freedom. Listen, you guys love your Second Amendment. Maybe not like in England and in Europe, you can't get your hands on a lot of guns. I guess you're gonna have to go do a knife revolution with knives and try to stab your way through the whatever. Again, in Minecraft, folks. But like in America, you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't like the government? Organize a coup, stage a coup, do something about it. But it's we're having to deal with this ourselves. Why are we dealing with this? You know, we need an army of leftists. You guys need to learn how to arm yourselves because you guys are your governments are the decision makers. We are at the mercy of your governments. The best I could do is do a fundraiser and beg people for money so we can feed people that have already been displaced and already killed. And like, we can't stop. We need to stop the bombing. That's what really needs to stop. I can't do a fundraiser to stop the bombing. All I can do is feed victims. It's time for a revolution. And I'm encouraging you from Lebanon, on behalf of Lebanese people, folks. in Minecraft. It is time for your revolution. So what do you think? Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Should American/European leftists fight on our behalf? I mean, I guess it's not a very accurate question. Yes and no. Yalla, go protest. Go fucking get angry. Make some noise. Break some shit. You can't make an omelet without cracking a couple of eggs. Okay, you got to break a couple of eggs, guys. It's time to break some eggs. Okay? We cannot ask nicely anymore. Cedar says, ain't breaking any rules under the first and second in the U.S. I'm not willing to die for this country's freedom. Suet says, leftists in general are protesting in the streets against... Let's go. That's good. That's nice. Noxalop says, yes, Europeans are equally complicit. Ali Donning sends $10 and says, I'm poor in middle Tennessee. Literally, what do you want someone like me to do? Ali, okay, first of all, what I want you to do is not send me $10 if you're poor. You can start by doing that. Thank you so much for the support. I forbid you from sending any more. That's it. You keep that money. You hold on to that money, okay? I know what you guys want. What do you want us to do? That's the question. What should we do to stop Donald Trump? We got no weapons. We got nothing, okay? You guys have the Second Amendment. Again, I'm not saying to go do anything horrible, but like, you know what I'm saying. Ali, that's the first thing you should do. First of all, you've ran out of eggs. Oh, I know. I saw a video of like this British dude comparing egg prices in the UK and in America. I thought eggs were expensive in the UK. Holy shit, they're expensive in America too. Insane. I mean, they're still expensive as fuck. Okay. Sorry, small change of plans. Politics says, I have a Lego James gun. Really? Oh, that's fucking awesome. Anyways, I'm kidding, guys. I don't want you guys to get hurt or do anything. Obviously, we love you guys. We appreciate, like, the guy, all of the American/Europeans in our audience are like, you guys are like the most open-minded, most loving. And I think you guys, like, also, a lot of you guys feel you feel overly guilty for what's happening. So I very much appreciate you guys. I know you guys are extremely empathetic, very sympathetic. I know you guys are the types of people who like will tell your friends about this, and you are active in your communities. You guys like organize fundraisers. You take part in fundraisers. So everyone in here in this chat is fucking awesome, and I love you. This was just a funny little tweet, but I mean also, the responsibility does kind of, in many ways, it is in your hands. You know what I'm saying? And I know elections and there's no really free will. You're just picking between the devil and a slightly shittier devil. Like, you know what I mean? Democrats and Republicans. Who you're gonna vote for? And they're all starting wars. They're all starting genocides, etc. But it is kind of more in your hands. You guys just gotta do a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because we're eating shit over here, and we don't have the money. We don't have the weapons. You don't have anything to defend ourselves. So, that's all. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Ali says, I can't afford to get arrested protesting. That's also fucked. The fact that, I mean, you guys have the First Amendment. You guys shouldn't be getting arrested for protesting. You know what I mean? That's crazy. It's crazy. And yeah, please don't get arrested for protesting. We don't want any of that to happen. But if any do not warrior gets arrested for protesting, we will do a fundraiser to bail your ass out. Let's fucking go, okay? Bail out fundraisers, okay? Now, the bail has to be affordable. No 20 grand bail or something, you know, as long as it's reasonable, we got your bail, Ali. All right, we got you. Yeah, hello, sahla. Okay. Seated down under says, I get it. It's hard as there is a shift in the U.S. with the left. With the election, they are left socialist onboarding. Look, we need the extreme left to take over in the U.S. The Democrats are not nearly left enough. And they always learn the wrong lessons. And the problem is, like, when Trump comes along, he makes Americans more willing to accept, like, a neoliberal, like Joe Biden or, like, Hillary Clinton or something. Because, like, they're so excited to just get away from Trump that they'll vote for any Democrat that they see. Which, again, we can't fall for that trap again. Withhold your votes. Make sure that you're voting for someone that has earned your vote with actual policy. You know what I mean? Not just vote blue no matter who. Well, I'm not Trump. Trump is horrible. The Republicans are horrible, so just vote for us by default. No, we're not doing by default voting. Even though, I guess maybe in this case we should have done. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Anthony Bensavingo sends a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says if you're in the U.S., look up the Answer Coalition to find anti-war organizing in your area. Ooh, very cool. Nice resource. So if you're in the U.S., look up Answer Coalition to find anti-war organizing in your area. And yes, we need that. We need you guys to be. And let me know what I can do to help. Let me know what I can do to help you guys organize stuff in the U.S. You know what I mean? And shit, when I visit, let's fucking do a do not worry protest. A do not protest. I don't know if that works. Do not protest. Okay. Let's switch to Lebanon real quick. So says, what do you mean by your poll? You're talking about a tweet. Like, should Americans do a coup? Okay. According to Al Jazeera English, at least 773 people have been killed in Israeli strikes on Lebanon since March 2nd, reports the Lebanese Health Ministry. That's fucking insane. Almost 800 fucking people in 10 days. Are you fucking shitting me? And you expect me to believe that these are Hezbollah targets? And of course they're not. 103 of them are children. 100 Lebanese kids have died for no fucking reason, man. Like, we gotta stop this shit, please. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I ended the poll. It's confusing. Heartbreaking numbers. This is the town of Effed in southern Lebanon today. Homes flattened, a town shattered. And soon the Israeli talking points will arrive, calling this precision strikes and precision targeting. This whole thing here is destroyed. This home is destroyed. These homes are destroyed. This home is destroyed. Completely destroyed. Here's a video. Look at that. Israel is dropping leaflets over Beirut. That happened today. And Hamra, like I was saying earlier, is a very densely populated area in Lebanon. It is home to many, to AUB, the American University of Beirut. It is like the most renowned university, potentially in the Middle East. Very storied university. We have a lot of shops there, a lot of cafes, restaurants, bustling city center. You know what I mean? A core part of Beirut. Anyone who visits Lebanon will go to Hamra at least for like to check something out over there. You know what I mean? Everyone I know has spent a lot of time in Hamra. So for Israel to choose Hamra to drop these leaflets is a very a deliberate choice. Okay, they know what they're doing, and it's sending a message. They're like, look, we're creeping in closer to like central Beirut. We're creeping in closer to like not just Dahiya, not just where Shia people live, or where we think like it's a Hezbollah stronghold. We're coming into everywhere, Christian areas, whatever it is. Here are leaflets. Now these weren't like evacuation warnings. We're gonna see what these leaflets were, but again, for them to do this in Hamra, very deliberate, very calculated. Here are the leaflets floating in the air. So these are the leaflets that fell. Oh, we got a $10 donor. Let me just make sure I got the full name here. $10 super chat from Angela Walker. Words and Stars 9. Thank you so much, Angela. Very generous. Says, you're right, though, folks in the Imperial Core need to get angry with the right people. I mean, look, absolutely. Of course. And I don't doubt American leftists and like European leftists. You guys are always protesting and planning stuff and organizing. It's just, I don't know what can be done. I don't know what can be done. More people. There needs to be full-on, like, what do you call them? Shit. Civil disobedience. We need full-on civil disobedience. People not going to work. But you can't convince people to do that. You can't convince people that are living paycheck to paycheck to like skip a day of work or like do stuff like that. So I don't know what can be done, but like people need to mobilize on a massive scale, on a mass scale. And I think most Americans agree that they're against this war in Iran. Most Americans don't want to spend most of their fucking tax dollars for Israel. Like, are you fucking shitting me? The Americans are struggling to fucking survive, and they're spending so much money on taxes, and they don't get to see any benefits from these fucking taxes. You have to pay for healthcare, but Israelis don't. Like, how the fuck does that make sense? You have to pay taxes to murder Lebanese children that have done nothing, so that a relative of those dead kids can try to kill Americans in America. Like, you see how fucked this system is? You pay taxes. Like, you're literally paying taxes to get killed. You're paying taxes that are used to kill my people, and then people want to avenge the death of my people, so they try to kill your people. Like, what is happening? Why are we living in this system? Why is this the system that is happening right now? You know what I mean? Like, the attack that happened on that synagogue is Donald Trump's fault, is Netanyahu's fault, and that attack on the synagogue was funded by your tax dollars. Like, I'm not going to blame that guy. That guy wouldn't have done this if his family wasn't murdered in Lebanon. He wouldn't have done it. Let's say he is an anti-Semite. He's been an anti-Semite his whole life, maybe. You know what I mean? He's kept it quiet this whole time. He's never done anything. It took killing his family for him to do that. So who funded the attack on that synagogue, ultimately, on that synagogue? The U.S., our tax dollars. That's what's funding that shit. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, these are the leaflets that were dropped. So Israel is dumping leaflets on Beirut, pictured below. The first calls on Lebanese to disarm Hezbollah and get in contact with Israeli intelligence if they have any information. The second flyer warns that Lebanon could face what Gaza did, i.e. total destruction. So this is, okay, I think this is the first one. It says, Al-Waqi' al-Jadid. It means the new reality in Lebanon. Al-Waqi' al-Jadid في لبنان. في ضوء النجاح الباهر في غزة. Okay, he says, after, in light of our huge success in Gaza, تصل صحفية الواقع الجديدة إلى لبنان. Okay, so in light of our massive success in Gaza, here's a like newsletter to show you like the new reality of Lebanon. So basically they're saying you're going to be the new Gaza. Given our success in Gaza, a similar fate like awaits you essentially. And there's like a picture like they're saying إلى أين تسير دولتكم. He's asking, where is your country going? They're pointing at cars, and they're asking, where is your country going? Saying, where is that country going? Oh, that's so funny. Samsung says, I thought they hated the red arrow. Right? Oh my God. I think they're trying to reclaim it. I think they're like trying to reclaim it or something. And this is the second one. This is a QR code. By the way, please do not scan the QR code. No one scan the QR code. Not even for jokes, not even for a meme, nothing. You do not want, I mean, Israelis are already tracking you and tracking me, but don't make it easier for them, please. Okay, and if you're Lebanese, this is literally illegal. You are conspiring with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So please do not do anything like that. Do not do anything of the sort. Let me get a close-up of this one. It says, أيها اللبنانيون. That means, dear Lebanese people, or hey, Lebanese people. من أجل مصلحة الجميع. So for the good of the public, من الأفضل إن تمتلئ هذه الصفحات بالكلمات. Saying, okay, in order for the public good, we need to fill these pages with words. لذلك, that's why we need you. نزع السلام. This is why we need you to snitch on Hezbollah, essentially, to stop Iran. He wants people to spy. They want people to spy on Hezbollah and snitch on Hezbollah and help Israel. So basically, they want Lebanese people to spy for Israel. Isn't that fucking crazy? Recruiting people via flyer. Lebanon هو قرارك مش قرار غيرك. They say Lebanon is your decision, not someone else's decision. الاستقرار مش مجرد كلمة. Independence isn't a word. It's a right for every Lebanese person. Your land is yours. Don't let it ما تخليها مال سايب لسلاح. Oh, don't let it. Yeah, this is your land. Don't lose it because of Hezbollah's weapons and Iran's weapons. Oh my God, dude. They're sending us this fucking slop. So one second, I had an interesting, found a funny little tweet about this too a second ago. Oh, did I not save it? I didn't save it, I guess. No. Madhu Osman says, don't scan the code. Attention, please share widely. Zionist Israel has dropped pamphlets over Beirut containing QR codes. Residents are strongly advised not to scan these codes or interact with them in any way. There are serious concerns that scanning the codes could allow unauthorized access to mobile devices, potentially leading to phone infiltration or data breaches. Hey, let's not forget another what is it called? Pager style attack. For your safety and digital security, do not scan any QR codes found on these leaflets. Do not open unknown links related to them. Avoid sharing images of the codes that might encourage others to scan them. Please help spread this warning so people remain cautious in situations like this. Protecting personal devices and sensitive information is extremely important. Okay, yeah, we should have maybe looked. So this person, they kind of fucked the codes up so you can't scan them. Good idea. Close this. But look, I mean, I guess it's important to have a little bit of a sense of humor during times like this. Am I right? Or else what are we living for? What's the meaning of life? Okay, Lebanese shawarma places were quick to use the Israeli pamphlets to promote their shawarma. Look at that. We got a juice shop. So, okay, so First Blood says not even an hour after the Israelis dropped leaflets on Beirut to help them fight the resistance, some people started using it to brand their businesses, promoting delicious shawarma and healthy smoothies. So we have Ayyuha Lubnaniyun, chicken shawarma, 2 large sandwiches. Dine in or delivery or takeaway, $8. Holy shit, guys. At Tiny's. This is Tiny's restaurant, folks. Dear Lebanese people, Ayyuha Lubnaniyun, 2 chicken shawarmas, $8. So that's a pretty good deal. The chicken shawarma next to my house is $5. So 2 for $10. And these look like big sandwiches. That looks like a pretty big sandwich. 2 of these, that is pretty elite marketing, I gotta say. It's the fact that it says like, hey, dear Lebanese people, like it's like an announcement to all Lebanese people. Get your chicken shawarma. Holy, Toby's Dog Walker with a very generous $10 dono. Thank you so much. Falafel Dome funds, let's go. I love, yeah, you know what? Falafel Dome for life. It is my version of an Iron Dome. Who needs an Iron Dome when you can get a Falafel Dome? Toby's Dog Walker, thank you so much. That means a lot. And we have another one. أيها اللبنانيون. What? A liter and a half of juice. Oh my god, if you buy a liter and a half of juice, they'll give you a liter for free. El Jawad Juice 1617. So this is a number I encourage you to scan. Okay, call 1617 to get your... Guys, if you buy 1.5 liters of fresh juice, you get 1 liter for free. Again, El Jawad freshly squeezed juice and Tiny's. I don't know. I can't read what it's written. Like, is it cafeteria or something? Whatever. Tiny's, you get 2 chicken shawarmas for $8. T-Talk with Shah says, now that's an entrepreneur. Of course. Listen, if Lebanese people are one thing, it is we are entrepreneurial. We thrive wherever you throw us. We will find a way to make money somehow. Okay? And we will use whatever we can get our hands on to make some cash. Chris? Why is Chris not in the chat? Is Chris upset? Chris, وينك يا Chris? ما تقل زعلان. God damn it. Half liter is that's a great deal. No, you don't get a half liter, you get a full liter. Oh, wait, did I read another one? Are there 3 of these? Wait, did I imagine the liter? Oh no, liter نص عليك ولتر. Yeah, نص لتر علينا. Oh, half a liter. Sorry, I made a mistake. So when you buy a liter and a half, you get half a liter for free. Sorry guys, it's not that good of a deal. You don't get a liter, you get half a liter. Still 500 milliliter. You get a little juice bottle. Come on. Okay, anyways. My mistake. Okay. So yeah, leaflets, that's nice. Let's see if there's another video of the leaflets. Guys, unfortunately, one of the most active reporters now in Lebanon is a reporter that like harassed me on fucking Twitter. Okay. Chris says, I'm listening on the side. I'm working. I'm thinking of you, Chris. Hamra. Leaflets. I want a video of the leaflets. Oh, look at that picture. That's fucking crazy, bro. It's like birds migrating. Zaytun Zero says Chris is getting them 2 shawarmas. Chris, would you get? Chris probably has his own Armenian like shawarma spot that he goes to, that he's loyal to. Armenians tend to be like that. They don't like to eat outside of and encourage non-Armenian businesses. Again, I'm kidding. I'm nimzah, yeah, Chris. But Armenians do tend to be very close-knit, tight-knit community. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, look at this. My God, man. That's so fucked. Sarah's asking, what am I eating? Anameshi, I already ate today. I had a bunch of food today. I made a homemade cheeseburger. I'm loading up on protein today because I started boxing again. I boxed yesterday. I worked out today. Lifted a little bit of weights both days. So today I had a turkey cheese sandwich. I had a cheeseburger. And I had a chicken shawarma sandwich. I've eaten a lot. And I'm probably going to eat one more thing before I go to bed. My ass feeling hungry. I've been moving a lot. And there's a lot of cardio involved in boxing. I did like 3 rounds of shadow boxing. 3 rounds on the bag. 3 rounds on the reflex ball or the double end bag. And 3 rounds of pads with my coach. So that's a total of 4 times 3. What is that? Fucking, I did 12 rounds of just like boxing and just moving nonstop. And then a little bit of weightlifting. So I need a lot of food today. I want to like fill up on food. Chris says, it's true though, I eat from Bonneau usually. I told you guys. You see, I told you. He's just going to go to Bonneau. Yeko shawarma on Bonneau. Bonneau's delicious though. Can't fault you for that. Politics says, Bigly Anthony. I should be, I mean, I need to gain a little bit of weight. I might be gaining, I haven't been training for a month and a half. And even the last like 2.5, 3 months, I've been training not as consistently as before. So I'm going to be training a little bit more now. Not as often as I used to before. But I do want to pack on a little bit of weight. Because also, but with boxing, you move so much and you burn so many calories that even if I'm eating all of this, it's just going to level out because you burn so much. So the trick is to maybe just not do that much cardio. Or just to box a little bit less, you know what I'm saying? Box a little bit less. Just 1 second. Okay. Israel has been bombing bridges in Lebanon now. We talked about it yesterday. Ever since Hezbollah sort of attacked them with 100 rockets, they're going to do it anyways. But like once they got hit with the 100 rockets, they got pretty pissed, and they sent the Lebanese government like a warning, like, hey, if you don't deal with Hezbollah, if you don't disarm Hezbollah, we are going to start attacking civilian infrastructure. That's it. You know what I mean? We ain't fucking around anymore. And they already bombed a university yesterday. They bombed the Lebanese university. They killed 2 professors. And today or yesterday, they also bombed a bridge. Or was that earlier today? That was earlier today. Israel bombed the Litani Bridge, part of Lebanon's infrastructure. Hebrew channel Khan reports the decision came from the political level, saying the strike was meant to pressure Lebanese civilians and their government to act against Hezbollah, adding that Netanyahu asked the army to present more civilian targets for approval. So again, they're bombing civilian infrastructure. They're sending leaflets trying to tell people to turn on Hezbollah. They clearly want to sow division. They want a civil war in the country. They want the army to fight Hezbollah. We've been talking about this a lot. I'm going to keep talking about this, especially you're going to hear me mention this a lot during the 24 hours of live streaming, me talking to everyone else. So you guys are going to hear me repeat that over and over again. I apologize in advance, by the way. I'm going to have like 12 interviews with people or 13. So I'm going to be repeating the same shit a whole bunch of times. Holy shit. Calamity sends a $50 super chat. What the fuck says, I can't figure out how to gift memberships on mobile, but been stressed about the DNW crew and all of Lebanon. Please stay safe, Anthony. You guys don't deserve this. Hold Calamity, that's such a that's way too generous. Guys, W's in the chat for Calamity22 with a $50 super chat. That's insanely generous. We do not deserve this, Calamity. Thank you so much. We're fine. We're safe. I mean, for now, you know what I mean? I'm more worried for like Karine right now. She's the closest in the danger area from us. Nour as well, technically. It does kind of suck, but like we're okay. Don't worry about us. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be doing our best to help. So just join us Sunday and Monday. We're gonna be raising money. We're gonna be making a difference, and then I'm gonna try my best to go on the ground and show you guys how your money is being spent at Nation Station. We'll try to spend a whole day there and like film a whole video or do a whole live stream there. I'll be annoying. I'll be the annoying guy, the annoying influencer with the 2 phones filming and shit, talking in a chat. But we're gonna fucking do it, okay? Thank you so much. It means a lot. Calamity and everyone who's been donating, and Cedar Down Under with the 20 gifted. You guys are all insane. We love you all very much. So here's the footage of them hitting the bridge. I guess they released the infrared footage.
النهر هذا الجسر لك هون لك 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 الله أكبر 4 صواريخ لك
4 rockets, they're saying. They sent 4 rockets. Okay, we're gonna have, listen guys, again, this person is evil. This lady, Courtney Bonneau, I'm gonna have to, she's getting a lot of praise right now on Twitter for her reporting and stuff. And look, it might be pretty decent reporting. She's going to decent areas, but I have to say this lady is evil. Again, let me just quickly tell you the story. The live streams, the whole saga is on the channel. I've discussed this lady at length, okay? This lady once tweeted at like Lebanese people, she was like, why are Lebanese people celebrating New Year's Eve when people are being killed in Gaza? I was like, listen, lady, you probably make a point, but like, you're not Lebanese. Stop telling Lebanese people how to live, okay? These foreigners, these foreign journalists come here and start like fucking shitting on Lebanese people. Like, listen, we've been living with war our whole lives. People are going to celebrate. Okay, let them cope the way they want to cope. And let Lebanese people criticize them. Let me tell them not to party on New Year's. You, as a foreign person, just stay the fuck out of it. She got fucking pressed. She got fucking angry. She's like, well, I dare you to say this to my face that I'm being fucking annoying. I'm like, stop asking me out on a date. Like, stop asking me to like meet you in person. And then I was just fucking with her, you know what I mean? Then she's like, oh, you're sexually harassing me. She literally accused me of like sexual harassment because I told her to stop asking to meet me in person. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to meet you in person and talk to you in person? She's like, so that you can tell me this in person. I'm like, fuck off, lady. So anyways, she then accuses me of being like a Zionist. This fucking lady who's now walking around trying to be like, oh, I support the South. I support the Lebanese. First chance she had to get a Lebanese man in trouble, accusing me of like harassment and of being a Zionist on Twitter. What a piece of shit. What a piece of garbage. Courtney Bonneau images. I will never forget. I will never forget. And I will fucking beat that drum as fucking loud as I can. You piece of shit. You come to my country, yell at Lebanese people on Twitter. Then when you get a little bit of pushback, you do what foreign women do best. I'm sorry, guys. No offense. Accuse a man of fucking harassment on Twitter. And then she sent, I don't know how the fuck she did that. She tracked down my sister who lives in the States and had like a friend of hers write like a cease and desist letter. What the fuck? My sister was like, Anthony, what the fuck is happening? I got this letter from this guy who says you're in like some legal trouble with this woman who's accusing you of harassment. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I slammed the whole fucking live stream about this lady. So fuck this lady, okay? Fucking Courtney Bonneau, you piece of shit. I'm really over it at this point. I'm just having some fun. But we're gonna have to watch. She got a good video at the bridge, okay? She's the only one with a video at this fucking bridge, so we're gonna watch it. But I had to give that context. The whole thing is tracked. The whole live stream, every single tweet we sent each other, they're all screenshotted. She literally accused me of sexual harassment. This evil woman. She's like half Netherlands, half American or something, half Hollandiya, Americaniyya. واحدة خيرية. عم نمزح. We're kidding. Horrible person. Literally, like, holy shit, you come to a country, I'm here to help the people, and then as soon as like someone's like, hey, this tweet, I don't like your tweet, you're a Zionist. I'm the Zionist, me? You couldn't find anyone else to accuse of being a Zionist, you piece of shit? Anyways. Let's see what Courtney had to say about the bridge. Thank you for the wonderful reporting, Courtney. She's also blocked me on Twitter. The only reason I could even share this tweet with you is because Sarah saved the video.
Sorry, the Air Force is flying over.
Oh, and then sorry, I got to do this. When she found out that I was not deterred by her fake legal letter, and like I was gonna do a whole live stream just exposing her and her bullshit. She started to call and get in contact with anyone she knew that knew me and have them beg me on the phone to like not go through with the live stream. Like, please, I have a child and I have mental stress, I have anxiety, I have mental disorders. She started like being like, I'm just mentally ill. Please just leave me alone. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, listen, it's not my problem if you're mentally ill. Okay, I'm gonna fucking talk about you anyways, you piece of shit. Literally. And I had a wonderful person, like I guess an acquaintance we have in common or something, called me, spent like an hour talking with me, and by the end of it, he took he's like, yeah, you're right. Like, she sounds like a horrible fucking person. So even the people she sent to like help me were like, yeah, she sounds kind of horrible. So I still went through with the live stream. Y'all best believe. She sent the fucking letter to my sister. Do you think I wasn't gonna go through with that live stream? So yeah, literally started to use mental illness and her child as a reason for me not to fucking expose her for the bullshitter that she was. So, yeah, Mac Lopez says, Anthony, this is wild. Let me show you guys just a little bit. You guys need to see, like, you don't know that this channel, we've been through a lot on this channel, folks. And the thumbnail was so funny. It was like accused by a white woman, I remember. Some of Nour's best work, if you ask me. Let's scroll down. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. It's getting close, I think. Isn't it? God, when did she do this? Oh, it was after this for sure. Sorry, here, you guys see what I'm looking at. Somewhere here. Oh, there it is. I'm getting sued again. Accused by a white woman. Look at that. Look at me here. It's so funny. Good job noting on that thumbnail. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, why would they do this? Come on. Here it is. I'm getting sued again. Accused by a white woman. The whole saga's here, folks. Courtney Bonneau lawsuit. There we go. We got the whole segment. Like, oh, you posted this behind my back or whatever. You talked about it and you didn't tell me. I just wanted like, hey, here's a heads up. We talked about you. If she wanted to watch it, it was there. I said, hey, Bonneau Courtney, sadly, you did not respond to my DMs after you insisted on coming to my show, but that's okay. We did. I even invited her onto the show at some point. Wait, did I cover this the previous episode? Oh, that's the letter they sent to my sister. Hello, Stephanie. I do not want to involve you in this. However, my hand has been forced as your brother Anthony does not respond to my messages. He never messaged me, by the way. I'd like to extend an invitation to him to come to Verge where I live, to have a meeting about his ongoing harassment of Courtney Bonneau. Anthony's hateful and misogynistic rhetoric and illegal usage. She owns the image of her photo, puts her in danger. He himself called her a B-word, I did not, and other names on his show. He is making slanderous statements and sexually harassing her by repeatedly suggesting that she asked him on a romantic date. What the fuck? So literally she was like, why don't you say this to my face? Why don't you want to meet me in person? I'm like, stop. Like, are you asking me out on like a date or something? Leave me alone. And then they said that that is sexual harassment. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I support whatever. When someone says like, "Yo, this is sexual harassment," I think it's a pretty wide definition. A lot of things could be sexual harassment. Me telling someone that is repeatedly asking me to, "Hey, let's go out and meet," I'm like, "Hey, I don't want to go out on a date." Making a fucking joke online. I'm sorry, that does not constitute as sexual harassment or misogyny. She does charity work here. Oh, charity work. Oh no, what a sweet woman. First chance she fucking gets is to try to fucking ruin someone's life. And like, can you guys, accusing a Lebanese person of being like a Zionist or like of being like an Israeli conspirator is like pretty fucking life ruining shit. Like, you know what I mean? Horrible person. Look at this fucking asshole. Even though your brother may not be capable of human decency, I am. I'd like to do this the easy way with him. What does that mean, the easy way? Anyways, I fucking sent this person. This person was a fucking dumbass. I had his phone number. I tried to call him, wouldn't answer. I sent him a bunch of voice notes, never answered. Fucking coward ass little bitch. And then he was like a friend of Courtney Bonneau's. And then again, she was like begging and like slobbering all over the fucking place for me not to talk about her and not to expose what the fuck she did and tried to do to me. And like the letter that she sent my sister. Insane. Oh, look at this. He's like, I have never seen Anthony in a Palestinian refugee camp doing work for a charity. But you know who I do see? Courtney. She's frequently, not to explain. You motherfuckers, I did fucking shoots. I filmed a mini documentary with a whole crew. And it wasn't mine. Like, I was part of a crew. We filmed documentaries in Lebanese Palestinian refugee camps to try to get more funding for refugee camps and to try to like renovate people's homes. I've spent time in refugee camps, you fuckers, but how would you know, you fucking tourist? You fucking tourist piece of shit? Anyways, with all this little aside, let's get back to Courtney talking about the bridge. Take it away, Courtney.
Sorry, the Air Force is flying over, and there are 2 Israeli drones flying above us. I'm reporting to you now from the town of Zuriya, a town that's very near and dear to me personally, and I have a lot of memories in this area along the Litani River.
AS says she has motion, though. She interviewed someone from Hezbollah. Oh, I know. She came for me. She came for me. All I'm going to say. And if she ever wants to bring this up again, I have all the fucking receipts. Everything.
Next to me is a bridge that was destroyed yesterday in an Israeli bombing. This bridge is called the Bridge of February 6th, after the Intifada that started on February 6th, 1984. This bridge is also referred to as like the artery of the South because it's a light.
You're never going to be one of us, lady, okay? It doesn't matter how much time you spend here, okay? It doesn't matter how many pictures of hummus you post on your Instagram. I will never accept you as one of us, lady, okay? Because you fucking hate us. And as soon as someone just disagrees with you on Twitter, you try to ruin their fucking lives, you piece of shit. Entitled ass piece of shit. Go back to the Netherlands or wherever the fuck you came from.
It's a lifeline, rather. It connects Saida to
it connects horrible reporting.
Zahrani. I'm
too bitter to do this. Goddamn, I'm too bitter. I can't react to this lady's content. Look at your dumbass fucking sunglasses too.
Also bombed by the Israelis in 1996 and in 2006.
Could you sound a bit more bored? Could you sound a bit more bored? Yeah, but what is this? What are we doing here? Let's look at that. They've been hit. Like, what are we doing here, lady? At least show some fucking passion.
Saida to Zahrani. It was also bombed by the Israelis in 1996 and in 2006. Let's take a look at the damage.
Let's take a look at the damage. Your heart's not even in it. Usually these fucking foreign reporters can't help themselves when they see a bomb or someone dies. Like, ooh, content, something for me to say. Like, we know you're waiting for us to get. Like, why do you think she's in Lebanon anyways? Because it's a hot spot for news stories. She could get these stories. You know what I'm saying? She's just waiting for these bombs to hit. Because if they don't, she's got nothing to fucking do or write about. She's waiting for Lebanese people to die and Lebanese places to get blown up, so that she could get fucking paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, these fucking parasites, kamena leeches. Let us report our own fucking news. Ruha beitik. Sorry, piece of shit.
So we can still smell the explosives, gasoline.
Oh, you can still smell it. Don't inhale too much of this. You don't want to get poison or something.
And that was a strike. Okay.
What did you say? That's a creep? That was a strike?
And that was a strike. Okay.
Riveting stuff. Truly riveting.
And across from me, I want to note that right across this bridge
is a mountain. There's a mountain across this bridge. I can see trees and I can see nature.
Directly across this bridge, on the left side, you can see that there's the Lebanese army checkpoint.
Marina says maybe she's a spy. Nobody knows. That's what she started accusing me of. She started saying, like, because I put her face on my thumbnail, she's like, people are going to think I'm a spy now. Oh, people. Because I had, like, I was talking about Israel in one of the episodes. So I had her picture and, like, there was an Israeli flag. Like, there was an Israeli flag and Lebanese flag. There was me. There was a bunch of people. She's like, there's an Israeli flag and me in the same picture. People are going to think I'm an Israeli spy. I'm like, how do I know you ain't a spy? Anyways, I'm not saying she's a spy, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I just fucking hate this person, man, because as soon the first chance she had, this person's harassing. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking hate her. Sorry, I lost. Oh, we're talking about the bridge. Elijah says Israel bombed and destroyed 4 bridges in the south of Lebanon, a preparation to a ground invasion. Yislamilna, that's what we need, a ground invasion. Dana, Sufyan Ali says a $2 dono and says she talks in such a monotone, dead way. شد حنكك, right? I know. شدي لها الحنك شوي. The branch, they blew up a branch. She just needs a bit of that, the voice, you know, what do you call it? The vocal fry? A bit more vocal fry, and then she's good. And Courtney, if you see this, don't you dare say that I'm fucking harassing you. I don't forgive and I don't forget. And I hold grudges for a long fucking time. And you fucked with the wrong person. On Twitter, specifically. Haley D sends a $2 dono and says, just like Nettie didn't Kirk Charlie. People are going to think I'm a spy now. Exactly. Listen, yeah, of course. Sounds like something a spy would say. I know. I mean, listen, if she is a spy, she's getting some good access. She's getting some good. I mean, look, I don't want to joke about the spy stuff in case it does get her in danger. She's, as far as I know, she's not a spy. Okay, I don't want to put that out there. You know what I mean? If she is doing good work, reporting work, I do thank her efforts. I just wish she wasn't so quick to accuse someone of being a horrible piece of shit or being an Israeli conspirator. Lady, what? I just told you your tweet is shitty. And to stay out of our business as a non-Lebanese person, that's all I said. Relax, you know what I mean? Because you can't tell white women anything. God, I really want to go through the whole saga. God, just give me one more second. Because I talked about her I did 2 streams about this lady, I think. She really pissed me off, guys. She really pissed me off. I do think I did do 2 live streams about her. Let's find the previous one real quick. You guys need to understand what happened. You guys need to understand. Where is it? Accused by a white woman. Yeah, that's the one. Israel ruined my vacation. There she is. This was a good one. Anthony versus Courtney Bonneau. Let's talk about this argument I had on Twitter. This might be a little bit long. Bear with me, but this happened. And to be fair, I invited this lady, Courtney, to the show. She never answered me, even though she asked to be here. We're going to go over the whole thing. Well, this was all about people celebrating, celebrating on a new year. Should people celebrate when there's a war? We can come in and we can debate that, Yanim. But that's not the main thrust. Oh, look, there's Cocky. My penis pinata. With Bernie Sanders, he was punished because he wouldn't call Gaza a genocide, so we made him face the wall sitting on the penis. The conversation. So, first of all, this is the person that I kind of beefed with. Her name is Courtney Bonneau. She has a Palestinian flag next to her. Damn, she had 5K followers. Now she has 60K or something. She's milking that. She's milking our wars, folks. Name on Twitter, to be fair. Most of her tweets are in support of Palestine. She keeps retweeting pro-Palestinian stuff. I have no doubt in my heart that she is a ardent Palestinian supporter and her heart is in the right place. Look, I'm even being nice to her back then. She's a photographer of conflict and post-conflict areas. Because she tweeted this out. Says it's pretty fucking disturbing to hear people loudly partying in Madam Khalid while there's a genocide raging next door and we're being bombed daily 90 minutes from here. So she said it's fucking disturbing to hear people loudly partying in Madam Khalid. It's an area in Beirut with bars and clubs and stuff. While there's a genocide. And again, honestly, I don't even disagree with what she's saying. I don't even disagree. What I disagreed with is the fact that she's not from here and she's making that observation. That's all I wanted to point out.
Eventually.
Now look,
that's my take.
On the surface, I have nothing against what she said. In fact, I kind of agree. I already don't party much.
ولا أنا. بس إنه إذا people want to يفشخلون ما البلد أصلا ما في شيء بيفرح فيه.
Sure. The only thing that I mind, my problem with this, is that شو خسي? You're a white lady from Europe or something. Come in here in a country full of brown people. We are sick of white people because we're watching white people literally genocide Palestinians and bombing the shit out of us. And we're watching all these European countries and the US justifying these murders. Khalas, you're in no place anymore. I think white people have lost all privileges to commentate on brown people outside of your own countries. Khalas, you're coming here to Lebanon. No one wants to hear your fucking opinions, Courtney. I'm sorry. So I kind of agree with you. It is probably weird to listen to people partying and having a good time and celebrating New Year's, popping bottles with champagne bottles.
It's a coping mechanism. شو بده يعملوا يقعدوا يكعبوا.
I'm not arguing if it's coping mechanism. All I'm arguing is that Courtney has no right to bring this up. If I want to complain about it, I can. Because you know what? I'm brown. I'm hairy. I have a beard. I'm from the area. I'm Lebanese. I'm Arab. We are allowed to talk about this. You white folk coming in here in our country, y'all ain't welcome no more. I don't know how else to say it. Khalas, we're sick of it. All you whites walking around, you fucking photographers, you writers, no one reads your fucking blog posts. Ain't nobody looking at your pictures. Trust me, I know. Okay, I've looked at all your numbers. I've known a lot of people like Courtney. Okay, I have dated people like Courtney. I have spent time with people like Courtney. I wasn't gonna mince my words. Arabs, how to live. So I said I'm not into partying and wouldn't party during times like this, but what I hate more is white foreigners telling Arabs how to live. Go home, lady. Trust me, we don't want any of you here anymore. Now, look, maybe this was a little rough on my end. Okay. But, you know, that's what started it. This quote tweet, me being like, hey, lady, shut the fuck up. Leave us alone. This really pissed her off, apparently. Go home, lady. Trust me, we don't want any of you here anymore. I wasn't going to mince my words. Khalas. I was kind of fucking sick of that shit. And I also, so I quote tweeted and I left a reply in case you didn't see my quote tweet. I said, lady, I don't know you, but I'm sure you're nice and mean well. I also hate partying and wouldn't do it under normal conditions, let alone now. But the optics of a white lady telling Arabs what to do and how to cope while your people bomb us live on air perhaps aren't great. And I mean, that's true. I think that's what I kind of have to say about the situation. Her point is valid. Everyone has the right to make that argument, but just not white people. Dana says, I think this is the moment when I got hooked on the podcast last year when I used to watch older episodes. Oh, that's fucking awesome, Dana. I'm glad that you went back and saw some of the stuff. Sashi says Anthony does Twitter beef with style. Oh, I do, and I take that shit all the way to the podcast. People. That's what I think. What do you think about that? Do you think white people have any say in how Lebanese people live their lives?
حتى اللبنانيين ما خصهم بغيرهم اذا عم بيحتفلوا او لا. انه انا I'm not someone that goes out partying. I hate that shit. بس انه كانك زيت هالناريتيف كان عم بقول لك في عالم عم بيموتوا بالجنوب وانت قاعد عم تلعب سبايدر مان على البي اس 5 انه ما في خلص.
I'm not arguing the merits of that. I'm just arguing, can a white person make that point? Do you want to listen to a whiite person's opinion on it?
No, my answer is nobody can make that point.
But specifically white people.
Nobody.
أنا extra. يعني nobody should, but the white people extra. They have a little definite يعني التراتور الأكسترا من عند البريمو.
Like as she's born and lived.
Lebanese references. I don't make these anymore. البريمو. البندورة بالترتيب. Oh, then I also wrote تحت, you're free to you're free to return home. Trust me, we don't want any of you around anymore. Yeah, I was kind of a dick. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of a dick to Courtney. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of went overboard. Someone else responded to Courtney. Oh, hey, he agrees with you. We were partying
when there was a civil war too.
We were partying when there was a civil war too. She says, I'm unimpressed. He says, then go back to your country, Courtney. Lol. Exactly. Go back to your own country, lol. I loved his reply. Then she says, oof, very on brand. How's that attitude working out for your country? Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look. The first chance she gets is she weaponizes our country being not good against us. Like, oof, very on brand. How's that attitude working out for your country? Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. You fucking piece of shit. You piece of... I want to bring this back. Oh, I want to expose this lady again. She's out there fucking being like the hero. I love Lebanon. This is what she had to say to a Lebanese person. He literally just told her we were partying when there was a civil war. She's like, I'm unimpressed. He says, then go back to your country, Courtney. Lol. That's all he said. She literally directly goes for, oof, very on brand. How's that attitude working out for your country? Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. I'm sorry. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Honestly, I forgot about that fucking response. How do we make this go viral again? Everyone's fucking loving her on Twitter now. No one's gonna care about this. But the North remembers. Oh, the North remembers, Courtney. You think I forgot? Attitude working out for your country. Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. Oh, I love Elisha's. Very on brand. How's that attitude working out for your country? Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, Courtney. You're out here being like, oh, okay. Let's go to her website. Okay, let's see what her website says. This is when you go to her website, it says, Courtney Bonneau, I write love letters to the Middle East, one photo at a time. I write love letters to the Middle East, one photo at a time.
You're making money out of it.
Let's go back to that response. Oof, very on brand. How's that attitude working out for your country? Seems like it's in shambles. Good luck with that. Then let's go back to, I write love letters. Does that sound like a fucking love letter? You fucking, I ain't gonna say it because you're gonna call me a fucking asshole, misogynist, whatever the fuck. Again, she was invited to be here, and I would have been very polite if you were here.
I wonder,
no, I was very polite, and I even sent her very nice DMs. We're gonna go over everything. But I said, no, I write love letters to the Middle East. No, you don't, okay? The first opportunity to get to shit on some Arab guy on your Twitter, you fucking did it. It gets even worse. We're gonna keep going. I screenshotted a lot of shit. So buckle up, folks. This is Francesca who quote tweeted. This is when the shows used to be pre-recorded and edited. So you had like anytime I would mention a picture, you would get the screenshot. It was tight. It was a tight show, folks. It was a tight program. Kamena Courtney, she made a good point. She says, it's pretty fucking disturbing to hear foreigners telling locals how to live while they come to their countries and earn 10 times their salaries, leverage their miseries to advance personal careers, and seek the thrill of exotic experiences. If war broke out in Lebanon, you'd be the first to leave back to safety. For others, this is their country. It's not a plan B, nor an experience. Let them enjoy the little bit of happiness and peace. And again, yeah, that was a good tweet. by Francesca. I suggest you guys read it.
Not a plan B, nor an experience. Let them enjoy the little bit of happiness
Well
and
fucking said.
peace. And again, like I was
Like, yeah,
saying,
like this lady's out here. She's earning 10 times what Lebanese people are earning. She's using our misery to advance her career, to write her pieces, to go take pictures of miserable Lebanese people and to try to sell them to newspapers. And she's telling us, like, don't go out and celebrate. Don't do this. Like, how about you shut the fuck up, lady? How about you shut the fuck up?
bro, these fucking journalists that come here and photographers, they're horny for war, bro. Like, they'd be sitting there.
Bro, it's...
Something happens, like an explosion, and 12 people... Oh my God, 12 people died. I have to go fucking record. They're happy. They wait for that shit then. Our misery is money to them. Our misery, our death, our pain is a photograph for them. It's a shitty blog post that no one's gonna read, and they're gonna go get fucking paid for that shit. So they enjoy our misery. They're not here because they fucking love Lebanon, and oh my God, they're here to fucking make money off of our fucking pain. So عيد العالم بكل صراحة يعني. هون so this is I just like this reply. M says t'es contente connasse, which I found very funny. Yes. Romy, Romy, I'm sure I've seen a bunch of her tweets and I disagree with them because she's like a polyblog type of person, you know what I mean? And no, kick out Hamas from Beirut. The audacity Western journalists have to come to my country and mock a minority / indigenous people on their holy day. Shameful. No surprise Western coverage of Lebanon is so bad when they have childish clowns working. Romy, I might not agree with a lot of the other things you tweet us. This was a good one. This is Alex Jones's ex. He says, why don't you get those Bose noise cancelers, you uppity white hoe? That's just funny. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, just get noise canceling headphones. Like, come on, lady.
He says, why don't you get those Bose noise cancelers, you uppity white hoe? That's just funny. I'm sorry. She's not a hoe, Courtney. You're not a hoe. Okay, I'm sorry. But you did this to yourself. You fucking, again, you're a white lady telling brown people how to live in the middle of a genocide. No one gives a fuck anymore what your people have to think. On jetpack your shit and leave. I'm never getting a fucking job outside of this country in my life, bro.
I already knew my career was fucked since then.
There's a tweet from Beirut 3. It's disturbing to hear Christmas celebrations when you're 90 minutes away from the bombing, but if you're 8,000 miles away, it's okay to celebrate. To Courtney, it's about the distance, not the principle. Lol, silly Westerner making money off people's misery.
Yeah, but people were so fucking based. Everyone, I wasn't the only one to go after her, bro. Everyone was like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? She went for everyone, though. Your country's in shambles, isn't it? Oh, you piece of shit.
So a lot of people are also... Yeah, and a lot of people are making the point that you're making people money off of people's misery. So that was the point.
It's such a good point.
It is. So, Hone, this is where things get interesting. Clotilde Bigot, who is some other fucking white, uppity lady, journalist living بلبنان, ضلت تتمنيك على العرب على Twitter. I've seen a bunch of her shit takes before. She says, love this for you. And Courtney replies by saying, I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. Now, a little bit of Clotilde. This is Clotilde. She's a French journalist in Beirut. Views are my own, but mostly sarcastic. Kamena, mitla Courtney. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. Who fucking needs you? Hone Anna. A reply من George as he replies to Clotilde and هلا they're teaming up, Clotilde and Courtney. The seas.
I'm loving this throwback to the old beef. It's relevant, honestly, because this lady's getting so much like attention on Twitter. It's like, no. Just remember, as soon as she's inconvenienced or as soon as someone disagrees with her on Twitter, mask off. She fucking hates the country. She talks to us like we're pieces of garbage. You know what I mean? I can think of another C word to describe you ladies. Oh, I'm kidding. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm sorry. I'm not a misogynist, ladies. I like you. I just don't like uppity white hoes. I'm kidding. George Ezzy says, a Western journalist loving another Western journalist for being condescending and disrespectful to locals. We need to find out what respectful media you both work with. Claudette says, hi, George. You need help to look up the word sarcasm. I can help. How's Barcelona? Merry Christmas. Ooh, she got him because he's living in Barcelona. Courtney Kamena Bitfoot. Hi, George. I'm not a journalist, by the way. Enjoy Spain, buddy. Ooh, they really got him there. So then George responds, honestly, in kind. He says, sorry, you guys are a misery photographer, and thank you. Indeed, I am enjoying Spain. I love the locals and have so much respect for this amazing country that hosted me. Something you can learn from. Ooh, George, hitting them with some of that fire. He's being way more respectful than me. So Courtney replies to me, okay? She replies to my quote tweet. She's like, hey, buddy, I didn't tell anyone what to do or how to live. I'm simply stating how I feel. And this is my home. I live here. I said, I'm sure you're smart enough to know how your tweet came off, but sure, we're all overreacting. And the problem is, I got lumped in because there were people like defending her because they're like super Christian who like, we want to celebrate Christmas. What do you want from us? So I don't want to get lumped in with those people. My only problem with what she said is the fact that she said it while being white. That's my only problem. Her whiteness. That is literally it. Everything else, I don't give a fuck. Then she replies to the reply that I left. She's like, can you please learn to read and think critically? I said, please teach me, white lady. Teach me. I'm a dumb. Yeah, I was really angry.
She's like, can you please learn to read and think critically? I said, please teach me, white.
Please teach me, white lady. I forgot all of these replies, man. I should get into more Twitter beefs.
Lady, teach me. I'm a dumb brown man. How do we read and think critically? Oh no.
It's like Anthony Sargon.
Anthony Sargon, because my other Twitter got canceled. So Hone, she had a tweet. I have pissed off the Christians. Oh, laughing emoji. I know I could have left this one alone. But I can't. I was on fire. I'm like, you're pissing off Arabs, you patronizing, privileged white girl. I wasn't letting it go. I was like, you're annoying. You're really fucking annoying. So then Clotilde, she's like, this is Twitter. If I'm bothered by loud noise in my neighborhood, I think I'm allowed to mention it without being subjected to xenophobic and misogynistic rants. But to each his own. Good luck with your trolling and have a Merry Christmas. What did I say here? I said, not your neighborhood. If anything, I'm glad all the replies expose just how unwelcome people like you are in Lebanon now. Go back home, Whitey. Time's up. No more misery porn for you.
Oh my God.
Okay, this one I think I went overboard. I said, go home, Whitey. Okay, that's pretty bad. Sorry, guys. This was before we had an international audience as well. Let me just put that out there. No, I had not mentioned H3 yet. Nothing had, no, you know what I mean? This was a long time ago, folks. I'm a changed man. I love you, Whiteys. I was kind of a dick. Okay, it's fun calling people whitey because there's like no consequence for it. You can't do that with any other race, but you can call people white people white. You know what I mean? You can do it to white people. So and they deserve it. Honestly, after the shit we've been through, bro. Maybe I shouldn't have shown you guys this video. Holy shit. Button.
So then, plot twist. Courtney's words. I invite you to say this to my face, Anthony. Then I said, not gonna lie, I was not expecting you to ask me out on a date after all of this. And I was.
That was the joke. That was the joke. I said, not gonna lie, I was not expecting you to ask me out on a date after all of this. I was obviously joking. You know what I'm saying? This, folks, this was sexual harassment, apparently.
Surprised. I'm like, really? You want to like see me physically? Then she says, call it what you want.
Oh, Holly says, as a whitey, I give you the whitey pass. Well, thank you. AC is saying, please don't apologize. No offense taken ever. Well, I'm glad.
So she did not deny that it was a date. She did not say it's not a date. She did not deny it. She says, call it what you want, but most men who troll strangers on the internet don't have the courage to say these things in person. I replied, I said, if I run into you, I would have no problem politely saying this to your face. These last 2 months have changed and radicalized every Arab I know. Western opinions mean nothing to me anymore. The West and everything it represents are evil. Then she says, no, let's set a date. She even used the word date. She says, no, let's set a date because I'd like you to say these things to my face in the same way you said them online. I dare you. So now she's making it personal. She's questioning my manhood. She's saying, I dare you. Thank you. Like any good man would do, I followed up and I shot her some DMs. I was like, hello. We may film our comeback episode on Tuesday, January 9th. If not, then Tuesday, January 16th, but I think it will be on the 9th. We will definitely...
I invited her. Look at that. I'm just going to let old Anthony read it, do the reading, because I'm going to rest my voice.
Talking about these tweets, because this is a topic we've been touching on. So since you
Everyone is saying, I second the Whitey pass. Anthony, thank you. Fresh out of the asylum says, I third the pass. Thank you. Haley D says, I can say it. We good, folks.
To meet and discuss in person, I think it's fair I extend the same courtesy to you, but it will be on cam. If by that time you feel like you'd rather not jump back into this, I get it. This would have completely died down and the pod will only bring more attention to it. So it's up to you, but this is an official invite. Also, this goes without saying, but it would be a safe environment and my interns would be there as well. Despite some nastiness here, it does not need to translate into the real world. As you can see, she didn't even read my DMs. She never even read them. It's just sent. Yeah, she's like, I dare you. Invite me. Say it to my face. I fucking sent the invite. Zero answer. I even tweeted at her that the invite was sent. Then she replies to one of my tweets, she's like, you're American. Enough with the white lady shit. I'm an American citizen. I'm not white. I said, did you just do a bunch of research and reemerge with a gotcha? I'm Lebanese with a U.S. citizenship. Invite has been sent. Accept it or not, but don't dance around it. She never answered. She never answered my DMs. Meshi, I thought of retweeting at her like, hey, I've sent you the invite. But then I was like, you're harassing me. Stop harassing me. If I wanted to come, I would have come. So I didn't fucking ask you again because I thought I made it pretty clear that I was going to invite you. I told you that I invited you. You saw my tweet. You know that you can read the DMs. You chose not to, Courtney. I'm not. If you want to come next week, hello.
Wait, what? What did I do there?
You know that you can read the DMs. You chose not to, Courtney. I'm not. If you want to come next week, hello, sahla. But I think I did what I had to invite you. Tayyib. With all that read, who do you agree with? Did I go too hard on?
So anyway, yeah. So after that, I think she started. She sent like she got that letter sent like, hey, I'm being harassed and all of this shit, and like we need to stop, and like it was a cease and desist letter, and I was like, holy fucking shit. Time to expose Courtney Bonneau for the piece of shit that she started tweeting at me that I was like an Israel supporter. We covered that in the next episode when I talk about being, sued by a white lady or accused by a white lady. That was covered in the next episode. Classic DNW, huh? So then the saga continued. Any other video? Where is it? Accused by a white woman. Account, junk email. I couldn't
watching, who troll strangers on the internet don't have the courage
I
to
went
say
over the
these
whole
things
thing
in
again.
person. You know you're a photographer. You to get their homes rented. I did get paid for it, so it's not charity work, but we got paid very little, and we got paid late. And we knew... We'll see why.
Anyways. Thank you for indulging me, folks, in this. This is important to cover. Okay, the bridge. Okay, let's get back to the bridges. Yeah, that was like a 40-minute detour. God damn. Yeah, we're chilling, aren't we? We hanging out. Rania Khaled says, after bombing a bridge in South Lebanon, Israel's defense minister promises more destruction if the Lebanese government doesn't start a civil war against Hezbollah. This is just the beginning. The Lebanese government will pay increasing prices in terms of damage to Lebanese national infrastructure used by Hezbollah terrorists and in terms of loss of territory until the central commitment of disarming Hezbollah is fulfilled. So this is just the beginning. The Lebanese government will pay increasing prices in terms of damage to the Lebanese national infrastructure used by Hezbollah terrorists and in terms of loss of territory. Literally saying the quiet part out loud. Not so quiet at all, actually. Loss of territory. So we're going to lose more infrastructure and more territory. Isn't that nice? Insane. Elizabeth Tsurkov shares this. She says, terrible development. Israel began striking Lebanese state infrastructure. The infrastructure is used not just by Hezbollah, but also by Lebanese civilians, most of whom oppose Hezbollah. Collective punishment is wrong. It also helps Hezbollah, which is more isolated than ever domestically in Lebanon. I think I read this tweet yesterday, facing unprecedented popular fury even inside the Shia sect for dragging Lebanon into war. Collectively punishing the Lebanese may push more of them towards supporting resistance in the face of indiscriminate aggression. This is heartbreaking. We talked yesterday about young Muhammad and his baby daughter who were killed in Lebanon. We looked at this photo, this little adorable little angel, and Muhammad and his wife Natalie. His wife Natalie, I think, is still alive, but she's fighting for her life. This is Muhammad Ishab and this is Natalie. Here's a video that they filmed with their little daughter for her 3-year birthday. So she was only 3 years old. Goddamn, bro. Her name is Karine. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute this. This is Haley D sends a $5 donut, says, Anthony, let's move on. And another thing, Courtney. She really got on my nerves, man. Particularly that first comment when she was like, how's your country going? Is that working for, like, that was like come on. And then she pretends to care about Lebanon and shit, like, the first chance she gets, you know? This is kind of heartbreaking, folks. Trigger warning. This adorable little angel, someone released this video that she filmed with her family celebrating her 3rd birthday. So this little baby angel is gone. Her father is gone. Their mom is fighting, I think, for survival right now. Natalie. Oh, this is horrible. This is so cursed, man. She meant the world to them, you know what I mean? Look at, I was looking at her, man. I wish we could watch it with the music. It's crazy, man. I wish I had footage like this for like all 100 kids that were killed. It's unfair that some get more attention than others, you know. It shouldn't be this way. But it's like, what do, you know? And like her dad too. Like obviously I don't just feel bad for her. I feel bad for her dad and the mom. crazy, dude. The way she jumps, like the way she just like jumps on her mom and like attacks her. Like this is so cute right here. Bam. Yep. Rest in peace, little angel. So again, to reiterate, Karim Shaib says over 100 kids have been killed in Lebanon over the past 10 days, according to the country's health ministry. The 103 children are amongst the 773 people killed in Israel's ongoing strikes over the country in its latest conflict with Hezbollah. Over 1,900 are wounded. Cenk Uygur puts out a tweet on behalf of Lebanon. Pretty base tweet, I would say. Meanwhile, as everyone is distracted by the war in Iran, Israel is annihilating southern Lebanon. They've displaced 1 million people. They've murdered over 600 civilians, and they're planning to occupy that land and make it part of greater Israel. The land theft continues. They took half of Gaza after their ethnic cleansing campaign. They're annexing the West Bank right now. They're in western Syria, and as they continue to assault on their neighbors and very literally steal their land. American media says they're the victims, and we need to help them. Oh, speaking of little babies, got Natuti meowing outside. Let me bring in Natuti. We need a bit of positivity in here. Oh. Little orange girly, Natuti. Can you squeak for everyone? Say hello, Nata. Little orange baby. Little orange baby. Natupsi. You. Say hello, Tupsi. Say hello, Tupsi too. Tupsi too. Jim with a Nata and Maki. Nata, you heard that? Nata, you got a super chat from Uncle Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. Very kind. Hermio says +1 Jank. Jank does get a +1 for this. Jank does get a +1 for this. There's this guy. I don't know. I've heard that he's a really good guy. He's been described as a really good guy by this person called Klein. Klein. You get a little bit of Ela voice, okay? The Ela voice will make a comeback just for today, but that's it. It is retired. It is now Anissa's voice. She could do it. BM. So, really good guy. Yoav Galan had to say this about Lebanon. We need to strike and eliminate everything that's in Dahia, Baalbek, Tyr, Sidon, Nabatia, everywhere. Yesterday, Channel 12 wanted war criminal. Yoav Galan calls for genocidal measures in Lebanon and Iran and says that for every bomb Israel drops, the Americans drop 2 or 3.
אסור בשום פנים ואופן לתת להם להרים את הראש. ועל אירוע כמו שהיה עכשיו הערב, צריך לתקוף ולחסל את כל מה שיש בדחיה, בבעלבק, בצור, בצידון, בנבטיה, בכל מקום, פשוט.
בכל מקום? Oh, it's like Arabic. בכל מקום. In Arabic, you say everywhere. בכל מקום. He just said בכל מקום. You stole our fucking language?
על אירוע כמו שהיה עכשיו הערב, צריך לתקוף ולחסל את כל מה שיש בדחיה, בבעלבק, בצור, בצידון, בנבטיה, בכל מקום, פשוט עוצמה חזקה מאוד. במזרח התיכון אין משמעות, לא לניירות, לא להסכמים, לא לנאומים ולא...
In the Middle East, papers, agreements, speeches, and signatures mean nothing. Oh, cool, that's good to know. It's good to know that if we sign an agreement with your fucking lying ass, it means nothing. יאיר, כסמק באירי, יאוסיך.
לחתימות. 3 יעדים חייבים להיות מושגים כנגד איראן. השמדה של כל היכולת הצבאית, ספינות, מטוסים, טילים, בסיסים, כוחות. הדבר השני, להשמיד את מה שאנחנו חוששים אפילו שנותר מיכולת.
خلاص خمي شيما فوني فيش فولي خمي كل ايري. I love tweets from Elijah. They're always reassuring, you know what I mean? I read one of those tweets and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have a nice good night's sleep, have some nice dreams, because this is not at all going to stress me out. Elijah Magnier says, from today onward, the Israeli aggression against Lebanon is expected to enter a far more violent phase. Israel has already bombed a bridge and openly signaled that Lebanese infrastructure will become a target. Such strikes indicate a shift away from purely tactical operations toward broader pressure on the country's civilian and economic lifelines. Hezbollah had anticipated such a move and is likely to respond in kind. If that happens, the confrontation will change character. The battle will no longer be confined to limited military exchanges, but may expand into a wider cycle of reciprocal strikes against infrastructure. In that scenario, the shape of the conflict will be fundamentally different, with escalation replacing the previous pattern of controlled retaliation and will shift away from exclusively military targets. That sounds fun. Time to get some civilian infrastructure involved. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's just... God damn. Elijah always stressing me out before going to bed. Why you gotta do that, Elijah, with these fucking tweets? With these observations? You know? Oh yeah, Zataruzit. Look, the random... I tried to get some more information about this, but I couldn't. I just found out about this. Zataruzit is a very popular Lebanese restaurant chain. They're known for being open 24/7, basically. That's their thing. Like, I would only ever order from them if everywhere else is closed, you know what I mean? They serve a whole bunch of shit. They started as like a simple menaish place, you know, like the Time and then hey, the Zataruzit. Now they make burgers and they make all sorts of things. They open 24/7. That's why they're known. Apparently, one of their employees went online and like praised Israel. So like people started to say that they were gonna boycott Zataruzit, and like now they had to put out a statement. I'm gonna read the statement, and all I could find was Grok's explanation of the situation. I didn't have time to do extra research for this, and no one was able to send me anything. So let's just read their statement, and I'll try to explain. So one of their employees said something pro-Israeli. Actually, let's see what happened. So an employee, graphic designer called Jimmy Bwiz, replied positively to a video of an Israeli military figure saying, "From Lebanon, with a Lebanese flag and a heart, well said." So from Lebanon, well said with a heart. So he's praising the Israeli soldier or commander with like, hey, from Lebanon, we agree with you. Congratulations. So this guy works as a graphic designer for Zataruzit called Jimmy Bwiz. This sparked backlash and boycott calls amid Lebanon's tensions. Zataruzit clarified that it's his personal view, blah, 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 and not the company's. And they said they have taken internal action per their code of conduct. So let's read their statement. Over the past few days, Zataruzit has been the subject of a campaign that we believe is unjustified and misplaced. We therefore find it important to clarify the situation. Zataruzit brings together more than 5,000 employees across 11 countries, representing different religions, backgrounds, and nationalities from day one. The brand has been built on respect for the communities it serves. For more than 2 decades, Zataruzit has proudly carried Lebanon's name across the world and earned the trust of its customers and communities, a legacy that goes far beyond the actions of any single individual. Recently, a comment made by an employee on social media circulated online and prompted strong reactions. We would like to state clearly that this comment was an individual act and a personal opinion that does not reflect the views, values, or positions of Zataruzit and cannot be attributed to the company or the leadership. Following an internal review of the matter and based on the company's ethical and operational code of conduct, the necessary actions have been taken. Now, they're pretty vague if they fired the guy. And I mean, look, Zataruzit, I get you're trying to be non-controversial. I think you should be like, don't just say that these do not reflect our views. Also, throw in a good, by the way, fuck Israel, for good measure. You know what I mean? Just make it clear where you stand, because you're never going to open a fucking branch in Israel. Who gives a fuck? Unless you're afraid that Israel's going to bomb you now or something. Following an internal blah, blah, so necessary actions during these challenging times, we wish everyone safety, peace of mind, and strength. Our thoughts remain with our communities, and we hope for calm understanding and better days ahead for all. I hope that motherfucker was fucking fired. Jimmy Bwiz. Okay, Dumbo. Let me try to do some research here real quick, and let me see what I can find. Z Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. I'm not gonna fucking find this. Where am I gonna find this shit? Jimmy. I'm not gonna find this dude. Zataruzit. Israel. That's not the kind of promotion they want right now. Is this like just on TikTok, this controversy? Yeah, I can't see anything here, man. I want to see the guy's comment. Is this Jimmy Bwiz? No. Zaytoon says they do have branches in UAE. Oh, they do. He deleted his Instagram. Oh, Jimmy Bwiz deleted. Well, good for him. Fucking dumbass. Fucking Zionist motherfucker. How can we find it, though? I'm sure it's on TikTok, bro. Lebanese TikTok must be on that shit. Are you kidding me? Lebanese TikTok is on it. Let me see.
بونجور يا حلوين يوم الكارني تنشوف قديش اختي رجع اسد كنت والله
Sorry guys, I got a random TikTok open right here. Okay, I wrote ZUZ Israel. I'm not gonna fucking find this. Matthew says, I can't buy super chats. What's that all about? Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Are you on your phone? It doesn't work on phones usually. Also, I'm about to go offline, Matthew. No need for super chats, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone's been way too generous. Like, thank you. Save it for the fundraiser on Sunday, Monday. Cedar Down Under says, I already lost my parents. Sorry with the accent. I've already lost my parents' villages and now affecting my area where we were born and growing up because of this pieces of shit's logic. A lot of names to be given, but don't want to be censored. Yeah, that's true. Motherfucker. Look, I'm not gonna search. Oh, if I look at his name, Jimmy Bwiz. Okay, let's look for his name. How do I write his name? Like this.
يا حكومة الكلاب ده اليوم رايح هيك اسمكم واسمع.
Is that the guy? No, that's not the guy. I guess, I don't know. I guess it's not here to be. Can't find it. I'll try to figure it out another time. Anyways, folks. Oh, actually, I wanted to see the TYT made a video about Lebanon. You guys want to watch that real quick?
This beachfront area in Beirut is usually bustling, but on Thursday it was sealed off by security forces after a deadly overnight Israeli strike. The victims included people who had pitched tents still on the promenade or were sleeping in their cars after being displaced by Israeli strikes near their homes. They thought central Beirut would be safer, but the war caught up with them.
That's because no one in the region is safe as long as a belligerent Israel is empowered by the United States. Right now, the Israeli government, and I know this based on statements they're making publicly, is planning to turn Lebanon into Gaza. They're using the same tactics. They're leveling parts of Lebanon. And Cenk, they're just being overt about what their strategy is here. Before we get to that, your 2 cents.
Yeah, real quick. First, they had this war planned. As soon as the Iran war was launched, they'd know that we were distracted and the world wouldn't notice as they took southern Lebanon. And that leads to point number 2. They've now forced it.
Wait, someone became a member and I missed it? Salah Darity became a member. Salah, sorry I missed it. Welcome to the community, Salah, if you're still here. Sorry I did not give you a shout out earlier. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Salah. Much love. Yeah, hello, sahla. Oh, you are. You're here. You're still here. Salah, thanks so much for the membership earlier. Much love.
Evacuation of 1 million people. So here comes ethnic cleansing round 2. They will then take that land, and American media and politicians will pretend it was
Strawberry says, every time I see Anna, her hair just gets blonder. That's right. She is
self-defense.
getting
When they started the war,
blonde.
and they had a plan to acquire that land.
Fresh out of the asylum says, can't stand these two. Look, fresh out of the asylum, they're annoying in a lot of aspects. They're pretty based on like Palestine and Lebanon. I just want to hear what they have to say about Lebanon. We don't get talked about a lot in the news. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird to see them talk about my country.
Slaughter and ethnically cleanse the Lebanese. They were planning it from day one as soon as they got America to launch the war against Iran.
All right, when the Israelis tell you what they plan to do, you should believe them because they do end up carrying it out. So C14, which is an Israeli media platform, hosted IDF Major General Uzi Dayan, who stated clearly what Israel intends to do in Lebanon. Now, he says it in Hebrew, but luckily the outlet posted what he said on X, so I'm going to read it to you verbatim. He said, quote, "We need to act fast and with full force. Conquer the territory there. Expel everyone who is there. Destroy everything there and turn it into a death zone, which means no one moves around there." Okay. So as we're conducting Israel's war against Iran, a nation of 92 million people, and if Israel gets its way, it'll be destabilized, causing another refugee crisis. Where exactly are they supposed to go? As Israel intends to ethnically cleanse Lebanon, where are the Lebanese people supposed to go? And when I say this, when I pose this question, I pose it to the Americans, I pose it to the Europeans who spend much of their time losing their minds over the Islamification of their countries, over mass refugee crises and how they absorb massive numbers of refugees into their countries. Why are you empowering Israel to do this? Because that is what you're doing. The United States and Europe empower Israel to do this. Does Israel absorb any of these refugees?
Yep. I'm gonna try to find a video where like I said the exact same thing. Oh yeah, it's on my TikTok here. I said something like this a long time ago, man. And Tiki-talkie? Is it Tiki-talkie? Yes, we're going to my Tiki-talkie. Tiki-talkie. Here, just listen to me say this from a couple years back. Okay, I make the same point. So we have 100,000 Lebanese people in Syria. Most of them are probably going to end up trying to go to Europe. And Europeans constantly complain, stop sending us refugees. We don't want refugees. If the Germans accept 5 refugees from an Arab country, bro, they never let you hear the end of it. You know what I mean? They shove it down your face like, we accepted 5 refugees. These cheap. Well, now they're going to get an influx of refugees, and then they're going to complain. Well, maybe if you stop bombing our countries, if you stop supplying Israel with weapons to destroy our countries, we won't need to come to your countries. We don't want to leave our homes. We don't want to live in Germany, bro. No one wants to live in the cold ass UK. No one wants to go to the States if they can avoid it. But guess what? You're bombing our homes. People are homeless. They got nothing to eat. It's raining now. You're making 1 million people homeless at the start of winter. You genocidal and then we want to run away and go to your countries, and then you start complaining. Oh, we got all these refugees. We got to close the border. We got to make it harder for them to get citizenship. You want to become a German citizen? Sign this document that says that you recognize Israel's right to exist. You, particularly Germany. I hate Germany the most. So we have 100,000 Lebanese. Yeah, Germany got a lot of hate in that video. But I mean, yeah, I've been saying this for when did this come out? 2024, guys. 2024.
No, of course not. I mean, in the United States, I mean, we both bankroll this garbage. We lose soldiers as we support this garbage. And yeah, we spark.
We should get back to making TikToks. I just need someone to edit that shit for me, man. That's it. It's time to start using an AI editor.
We help Israel spark a refugee crisis that impacts countries around the globe. I mean, not to mention the homeland of the individuals who have been victimized by Israel's depravity and genocide.
Yeah. So he just, Israeli Major General just said that they're going to turn Lebanon into a death zone. Now, I guarantee you.
They said a death zone? Wait, who said that, Jank? No. Jank, please. Who said they're turning it into? I don't want to live in a death zone. How can someone live in a death zone? It's an oxymoron.
Future, when we quote him, they'll say it's anti-Semitic to quote him accurately.
Good. Say whatever you want. We're going to quote all day, every day. We're going to tell the truth. Okay? Go ahead and put it in your pipe and smoke it. So let's talk about the death toll. Because right now, according to Drop Site News, at least 63 people were killed and an additional 142 people injured in a single day of Israeli strikes in Lebanon. Okay, total number killed since March 2nd. It's only been, a few days. 634 killed, 1,586 injured. And more than 800,000 people have been displaced. The number is likely higher than that because those are just the people who have registered with the Lebanese government about how they've been displaced, how they've been forced to evacuate by the Israelis. Not everyone registers with the Lebanese government when that happens. So the number is very likely much higher. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I've read that it's up to 1 million when you account for the things that you just mentioned. Okay, so have you seen this all over cable news? Oh my God, Israel is invading southern Lebanon. Oh my God, they just cleared out 800,000 to 1 million people, ethnic cleansing again. Oh my God, they murdered 634 people. Nope, I haven't seen almost anything on it, right? Because it's no big deal. They're just, oh, by the way, they're not just Muslims, by the way. They're also clearing out Christian towns. There's tons of Christians in Lebanon. And they're also
They killed a Catholic priest. They just killed a Catholic priest.
Yep.
They did, yeah.
But you're anti-Semitic if you object. The priest must be murdered, and anyone who objects is an anti-Semite, okay? So, well, is everybody going nuts over
Haley
that?
D says that gives me an idea. Anthony, Jerry Springer reactions for Patreon. That would be so fun. That'd be super fun, actually. That'd be hilarious.
Now
I
imagine
used to love Jerry Springer back in the day. Even dabbled with some Maury when I was older.
if 634 Israelis had been killed. Do you think cable news would cover it? Do you think that's all they'd cover? Do you think there'd be congressional hearings over it? Do you think we might launch a second war over it? Of course, right? Because those are precious lives. But Christian and Muslim lives in Lebanon are worthless to American media, American politicians, and obviously to the Israelis. So guys, we just started with this slaughterhouse. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, like, is anyone talking about Lebanon in the media? Let me know, guys. Like, I doubt, right? Like, let me. Where do you guys live in America and Europe? Any? I'm gonna make it as a poll right before I go offline, but I'm sure the answer is no. Start a poll. Is the media talking about Lebanon? Let me know in the chat. Exit 101 says that's 1/6 of the population of my country displaced. That's literally unimaginable. It's insane. Exit, you're Lebanese. Exit, you're from Ireland. Yeah, so no, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it is 1/6 of our population, essentially. A massive amount. 1 million people displaced who now have to be fed, supported, housed, clothed, by a government that's broke and by a population that's broke. We don't have money. We're still going to help each other, but we can't do it, but we're going to do it. 23 votes, 70% no. Yeah, I'm sure. 79% no. Well, on that note, folks, on the note that we're getting killed and it's not even being televised. At least televise it. Let's get some sympathy going. I'm kidding, but anyways. Yeah, fucked up. This whole thing is so fucked. The game is rigged. What a horrible, shitty game we're playing, you know? Cedar says, not Western media in Australia, nothing. Hence, watch Lebanese news instead. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And you'd think they'd talk about it maybe in Australia because there's such a massive Lebanese population in Australia, but like apparently not. It's not important. Exit says, our people are talking, but not the media. Yeah, I feel you. I'm sure. The Irish are always on the right side of history. Let's fucking go. The Irish are always badasses. Gage1 says, I'm in the US, so no, except for Bernie and Rashida Tlaib. T-Talk with Shah says, nothing in the US, really. Yeah, kind of fucked. Rahul Hussein says, do not worry, podcast. Anthony, there has been more coverage in the UK about the rise of petrol/gas prices. TW says, the BBC has been covering it, but not well. YouTubers are talking. Yeah, that's the thing. Alternate media. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. To try to give you guys a bit of that information, you know. Yeah, trying our best. Guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Rest my voice between today and tomorrow. That way, we can come at you with 12 hours of live streaming on Sunday and another 12 hours of live streaming on a Monday. To everybody who donated today, Calamity with that $50 super chat. That was insane. Cedar Down Under with those 20 gifted subs. You guys were extra insane today, but everyone's insane. We love you all. Appreciate you. To everybody who's a member, a patron, to everybody in the live chat, everybody who's subscribing to the channel, everybody who's gonna make it onto the fundraiser. Can't wait to have you guys there. It's gonna be a tiring 2 days, but it's hopefully gonna be worth it, and we're hopefully going to deliver a lot of food to a lot of people, get some smiles on some people's faces. Inshallah, you know what I mean? Smile in these horrible circumstances. We love you. See you all on Sunday. No stream tomorrow. Taking a rest day. Okay? Much love, everyone. And as always, I'm going to try to relax here. We're going to try to chill tomorrow. I'm not going to try to stress about the stream too much. I'm worried. I want it to go well and stuff, but like at the end of the day, it's just going to be a bunch of Zoom calls. We're going to have a little bit of fun. A couple karaoke songs. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too special, okay? We're just trying to raise money. That's the goal. Good night, everyone. And as always, do not worry.